Yo, what's up, everyone? Good to see you. I hope you're all having a good Thursday. Sorry, I've been so busy that I lost track of time recently. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day today. To anybody who's checking out either my Twitch or my YouTube channel for the first time on either channel, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Digital-Bluez. I'm the Digital-Human Vtuber who takes the intelligence out of artificial intelligence in hopes that my stupidity will either make people laugh or cry. And I keep having to tell this to my community, and I have to keep telling this to my community every single day. I am not a blueberry. I'm a variety streamer who streams a variety of games, composes a variety of music, as well as draws a variety of things. It's nice to meet every single one of you, and I hope you enjoy to stay here. Every single often. Listen, you. I thought I made it clear that I do not English well. How you doing, Tyz? Nice to see you, buddy. There you go. For a sec, because Captain redeem posture check. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay. Should probably not have my email open. Anyway, yeah. So it's just another Sonic Rumble party day. I didn't really plan on doing this, if at all, really. I just realized, though, I should be doing this a little bit more often, since I am associated with the game. Crack them bones, Blue Man. I already did this morning, but I could do it again. Nope, not gonna force my neck to crack. That would suck. But for those of you who don't know what this game is, basically, Sonic Rumble Party is essentially a party game where it's basically Fall Guys, but with Sonic characters, I guess, for a lack of a better explanation. Speaking figuratively, do not crack bones for my entertainment. I make no such promises. Oh, right, speaking of the game, there is this that I had to talk about. Move it over here this time. This is, for those of you who don't know, I am actually associated as a content creator with this game, and that is something that I keep forgetting on a daily basis. But if you wish to support this channel while treating yourself to some wonderful goodies in Sonic Rumble Party, use creator code Digital-Bluez at checkout, and every purchase you make, either with red rings or even just purchasing anything in the game, really, will directly support this channel. So yeah, if you really feel like supporting the channel this way, you're more than welcome to do that. I do not endorse streamers doing dumb shit at their own expense for laughs. I'm gonna hold you to that. Not that I don't trust you. It's just, making sure. But yeah, to reiterate, use my creator code Digital-Bluez at checkout, and any purchases you make within the game's online store will directly support this channel. Hi Queen, thank you for the love and support. Hold on a minute. There we go. Do it. How you doing, Queen? It's nice to see you. Hi Xena, it's also good to see you. Hope you're doing pretty well today. None of my mods are present at the moment, so we'll just do that. There we go. You're dead? Aw, everything okay? Excuse me. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. My core is gonna hate me throughout the rest of the night, but other than that, I'm okay. My core really hates me. That's what I get for doing a total of what? I think I did 200 setups today. Probably more than what I should be doing, but it's con season. I can at least try to get my sorry ass into shape. Was at work today? I feel that. I am so sorry. I hope you feel much better soon. I hope you genuinely feel much better from all that working soon. What else did I forget to mention? Oh, right. I don't know if anybody was here when I said this on the Monday. I think I said this. But yeah, that letter to Mama Blues that you all wrote something nice. That letter that I promised that I would get to Mama Blues. I said I was going to give it to her on Mother's Day, which is this coming Sunday. So not only is it a gift from me, but it's a gift from all of you guys. Honestly, I feel like she could really use something like that, especially since I feel like she's been kind of going through it lately. What with I won't really say out of respect for, like, you know, her privacy and whatnot, but it feels like she's been going through the motions with, like, a lot of things lately, so I'm hoping this letter will cheer her up just a little bit. That, and I hope she'll hopefully like the strawberry cake that I plan to bake her on Mother's Day. Putting up with you for a start. See, you joke, Dead Bob, but you're not wrong. I was a pain in the ass during my during my youth, or like my younger days. How you doing, though, Dead Bob? It's nice to see you. Oh, right, about Sonic Rumble. So for Sonic Rumble, for those of you who don't know, there's the current season for this game. A lot of the character costumes is going to be Wasteland themed. So far, there's a Wasteland character costume for Surge, Metal Sonic, I think for Knuckles as well. I think Knuckles is an epic skin, and while the other two are legendary, I don't remember. And they finally released a variation of Metal Sonic that I was genuinely hoping for. And now that I have it, I have no reason to... In fact, that's the whole reason why I wanted to play this game anyway. just so that you guys can see what glorious variation of Metal Sonic that I got. Hi, Minty. Thank you for lurking, buddy. There we go. Thanks for lurking, Minty. I appreciate you. But yeah, now that I've gotten a lot of that out of the way, I think what I'm going to do now is just basically shut up and load up Sonic Rumble Party and show you what's been going on as of late. Oh yeah, I should probably point out also that I was in Chaos Emerald rank during, like, I did make it to Chaos Emerald rank 2 weeks ago, only to lose it last week. Because it's such a pain in the ass for me to keep up with a game like that. I can't plug as many hours as I would like to in that game, you know? I love this game, don't get me wrong, but I can't pull off that same, like, level of dedication that a lot of people usually have for this game. And for any game that is, like, competitive and ranked, really. I can't be arsed to do that. It's just too much effort. I don't know what else to tell you. Don't tell me to hurry up. Hi, Raven. I should play this more. Yes. It's a very fun game. Dedication, no. Money, yes. That too. I just don't have it in me, apparently. Where is Sonic Rumble here? Oh, there it is. Why is my game capture being so weird? Oh, that's right. They also have a Sonic Adventure event. Chaos and Tikal. I forgot about those characters. You don't have it in your wallet? Well, yeah, because every single penny is going towards Mama Blues for Mother's Day. I can't neglect my own mama, you know? Yes, I did spell it right, correctly. There we go. How you doing, Raven? It's nice to see you. Oh, right, my creator code. Where is that? There we go. What? Xena, I swear to whatever god you pray to. Why are you like this? Doing alright, just chilling. How are you doing? Pretty well. More busy than I thought I'd be with commissions and whatnot. I'm currently, oh, I have a present. I'm currently stacked with, like, a lot of things lately. I'm sorry, what's this? Oh, cool. More skills for Infinite, a character that I'm probably not going to be using very often. The giggles got louder with every movement towards the redeem. Because of course they would, you little gremlin. At least that's a good problem to have. Yeah, but that also puts a little bit of a roadblock in my own personal projects. Not that I'm complaining, but you know, I just need to manage my time a little bit better, I guess. Oh, and here I thought that it was just giving me 6,000 skill stars. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, free 6,000! Oh, I gotta buy that shit." God damn it! This game got my hopes up for like a brief few minutes. Okay, cool. I will say though, Chaos actually does look pretty cool. I might consider buying Chaos. Help me tease the blue one. The blue one has a name! You stupid feathery buffalo wing. They're literally trying to snipe your Dead as Disco money. Yeah, no kidding. Sorry, Blueberry. I'm not a blueberry, for God's sake! I should probably get rid of all this, these notifs first before I do anything today. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, right. Yep, spoiler alert, chat. I have this character now. I'm very happy that I do. Hell yes. I got to me Neo Metals. I got to me Neo Metal Sonic. I do see you there though, Tyz. Hold on a minute. I'm just doing a little bit of work here for a second. The only thing I don't have are any of Metal Sonic's skills. So I'm pretty sure I could probably get that in the store, but I could be wrong. Let me at least get all my let me at least get all this stuff. What the hell is that? That bear seems a little too happy to see me. I don't know about you, chat. That bear seemed a little bit too happy to see me. Oh yeah, can't forget to buy the score boosters. There we go. What else did I forget? Nothing else, really. Yeah, that's already used up. Oh, right, hold on a minute. That's punishment. That's your punishment for not playing as Infinite. You got the Sonic Forces NPC curse. Listen, I can't say that I hold Infinite in high regard. I've never played the game he's associated with yet. Sonic Forces. That's what it is. I've never played Sonic Forces in my life, and I probably should at some point, but I can't be arsed to get the game for myself at the moment. I forgot how my own channels work. I'm stupid. There we go.
I exist, ah!
Well, don't sound too disappointed about it. How you doing, buddy?
Existing, apparently.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
But yes, while I do think that Sonic Forces is good, it is a game you only want to buy on sale. It routinely goes on sale for like $12 or maybe less Canadian, and that is a solid price for it.
I would hope so, but then I remembered we're Canadian. Games are getting a lot more expensive for us up here. Something that I frequently forget on a daily basis.
Well, I'm talking about the sale price there, Zeno. Let me fact checkaroo. If we go to isthereanydeal.com. Yeah, when it goes on sale in Canadian dollar dues, it's typically floating around like 11 before tax. However, Fanatical has apparently had on sale for $9.59, and they don't charge tax, so you could technically get it for less than $10.
I could do that, couldn't I?
Yeah. But again, you also have better things that you could be spending your money on, like Dead as Disco and Sea of Thieves. What? Sorry, what?
I think Ty's wants me to get Sea of Thieves, chat. just a hunch, just a bit of a hunch.
Listen, I said before, if it goes on sale for 65%, again, I will 100% just aggressively gift it to you. But I am not going to do it if it keeps on going on for sale for 50%, because I have standards, you see, and I hate it when people, when studios, when publishers put a game at a lower price and then they immediately bring it back up to the last, like, lowest price that it was at. It's like, no. You established a new standard. You established the new standard. You gotta stick with it. Angel? Which Angel specifically is that, Xena?
Yeah, Xena, you might have to be more specific than that. Not everybody here is probably familiar with Angel.
Are you even familiar, Blues?
Yes, like, I believe I've rated her at least twice.
Are they, out of curiosity, because I might be able to fill in this blank, is Angel like a music producer like yourself?
Last I checked, no. I'm probably misremembering a few details.
Because there does seem to be a thing where the soundtrack, the creator-safe soundtrack for Dead as Disco, seems like it might be open to, like, submissions from music creators, and they will continue to expand that soundtrack while also advertising the accounts. Oops, I just fucked you over and achieved nothing. I just fucking dive kicked you in the back of the head.
If it makes you feel any better, it boosted me forward a little bit.
Yeah, you somehow teleported in front of me. I'm not questioning the netcode, because unfortunately this game's netcode just keeps getting worse and worse.
I take first.
It seems like every time I play this game, it's laggier than it was before. I don't know what else to say.
Has it gotten laggier? The last time I played this was like on Tuesday last week.
It feels like it. And again, like, the lag is hard to discern because it's always just like people teleporting around. You attempt to interact with someone and they aren't actually there, and blah 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 blah. It's just,
oh god,
it's really frustrating.
I hope they fix that soon.
They just need East Coast servers, and that would fix the problem for both of us at least.
Yeah.
So unless you live in Germany or Oregon.
Why Oregon specifically?
Sonic loves Oregon Trail, I guess.
Oh, for some reason I was under the impression you had like a hit piece against Oregon.
No. So Xena, when you say artist, do you mean a music artist or a like draw?
Like
person?
A visual artist.
Yes. I like my phrase better, draw person. Are they a draw woman or or beatman? Do they make beats or do they draw? But yeah, it seems like there is some sort of program where people can be affiliated with the game and have their music featured in it, and then also have like the game advertise their like Spotify's and stuff like that. So
right. So that might be something to look forward to, like trying to get into in the future, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, I ended up buying the game today because I saw that, and I thought, you know what, that's really cool. Like, as soon as I play the demo, I'm like, I'm going to immediately turn off the licensed soundtrack because I'm never going to hear it anyway if I want to stream it. So there's unfortunately not much point for having the licensed soundtrack IMO, but me seeing their commitment to, and also seeing their roadmap, like I'll get their roadmap on screen. It's actually really cool. Some of the things that they're planning on adding I did not expect, which also influenced my decision.
I'm not a gremlin. I'm not a gremlin. Cap. Xena, I'm calling cap on your bullshit.
Yeah, no, Blues. They're not a gremlin. They're a kappa. Aha.
god. Did I mention I hated that last game we played?
The cloud one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because like I'm sure I interacted with like that one rainbow cloud that would like boost me forward, but nope. Game said nope.
Welcome to Oregon. That's all I can say, buddy.
Did you just ring swipe near the end there? That's devious.
Yeah.
That's devious.
Like my skill set for ring survival is just cyclone dash and then ring swipe. And so cyclone dash is ready to use pretty much by the time you reach the first batch of rings, and then ring swipe is available by the time you reach the second.
Right.
And so you just steal all the rings from everybody.
That seems to be a very common strat now.
Yeah, it's always has been. Says the astronaut with the handgun.
Angel draws. She actually drew a sci-fi outfit for her model last night. Oh, that's cool.
Cool.
I need to work on
that
my 2D.
was nonsense.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to sit down and make a 2D like model for myself. I could hire somebody else to do it, but I'm stubborn. I want to do it myself. I want to do that shit myself. Ah, that was rough. You don't play a game for a few a days, chat, and then suddenly the rust just doesn't fall off.
Yeah, ever since I got to Master Emerald and saw just how nonsense pay to win that category is, I just I have barely been playing the game for like an hour a week.
Yeah. Because I saw the score that it took to like get to like the top 10. I'm like, you could not convince me to do that.
Well, yeah, so I showed Blue screenshots specifically. If you want to maintain your placement in Master Emerald, you basically, in the span of 1 week, would need to obtain the number of points that I obtained within 6 months of playing the game since launch. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not actually playable.
No thanks, I have a life.
Yeah. Like, and I was already, like, spending a pretty significant portion of my week just grinding stuff out to get to just Master Emerald. So, yeah. So here, here's the information from their early access price, soundtrack release, and more news post. Sorry, I'm scrolling through here to see what's...
Cheese.
Yeah, so supporting our creators. Our creators have been a large part of our success. Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying hi to people in chat, don't mind me.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't mind me, says the person hosting. No, interrupt me. Don't be a Canadian.
Listen, it's an impulse at this point.
This is your show. Oh God. I'm not gonna. I need to focus for a second because my game was not in focus when the match started, and I've been behind since the bit. But thankfully, this is one of those stages with a catch-up mechanic, and everyone's gonna get stuck on the stupid dynamite.
I didn't want to do that.
I'm just gonna stand back and let everyone do the work for me, and then
like a true 1%er.
No.
Damn it.
Aha!
Okay, that path was going to open for me anyway. I should have waited.
Oh, someone's going to use No, I got in first. Anyway,
Yeah, as long as I qualify, it's whatever.
That is Disco supporting on creators. Our creators have been a large part of our success, so we wanted to do something to give back to them. We will be launching an affiliate program with the launch of Early Access in partnership with Exola. Creators can sign up for the program, and once they are accepted, they will be given their own custom shop and links for Dead as Disco. And we will share... Actually... Exola, I think, is actually a like an affiliate marketing thing. So I think this is specifically... quote-unquote affiliates of the game can basically say, hey, I say this game is cool, buy the game with my link and you'll get a 25% cut. So this might not be quite what I thought it was, but they do mention that over time we'll continue to do more for our creators, hopefully expanding these programs to offer other incentives like platform integrations, drops, unique in-game creator rewards, and more.
Okay.
So... I don't know how you apply for this affiliate program, but I'm kind of interested.
So am I, to be honest. Like no,
it's one of these weird. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say no harm would probably come of it if we tried.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like one of those weird things where I am not a musically inclined person. I don't necessarily seek out music. My consumption of music is very narrow because it's mostly just like, oh, what anime openings, and by extension, you know, what Japanese bands show up in the games I play, you know. But I've always had a good sense of rhythm. It's just my that rhythm takes the form of more mechanical knowledge and understanding in games like Hi-Fi Rush or something like Devil May Cry, where there's a rhythm to the gameplay and the combat, the more tactile rhythm, right?
Right.
You look at something like a rhythm game, and I'm like, I'm pretty okay. Like in Project Diva, I can get up to the highest difficulty, or extreme, or whatever they call it. But then with like the arcade exclusive ones and the arcade rhythm games where they expect you to have like a custom controller and macro buttons, that's where I give up.
Yeah.
And with the fake instruments for like Rock Band and whatever, I would struggle to go beyond medium, because again, we're not in controller video game land anymore. We are in fake guitar land, and I don't play instruments, so that's where I would end up just doing vocals, and you know, I was pretty decent at it. I don't consider myself a good singer, but
neither am I really.
That is what I tended to be most consistent at, and I feel like if I could sculpt my voice with some professional vocal training, I would do well, but that costs money and time.
Yeah.
I have neither of that, and that... Was that you who just hit me?
No.
No, okay. For some reason, I thought that you had the crown. That was you. All right, the gloves are off.
That I did by accident. I was aiming for... In my defense, I was Phantom Rider was like right next to you, and I was aiming for them mostly.
Sure. A likely story. I don't think I could catch up to that.
Damn it.
No, you ended up getting into the top 3 anyway, so
you're welcome.
I honestly still don't... I wish you could like show some of the tutorial text again, because like I could have sworn there was something, because there's like a party bonus thing, you know, and there was something about like you get like whoever the highest qualifying person in your party is, you get those rewards, but that doesn't seem quite correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got 75, which was apparently 50 plus a party bonus of 25. So I'm getting maybe half of your reward. I don't know how it works. Don't question it, because it doesn't matter anyway.
You know what? That is valid.
It's like, whose line is it anyway? Wait, no, that's the show where the points don't matter, right? But they still give points?
I think so.
Okay.
I could be remembering things wrong. Most Canadian blueberry there is. I'm not a blueberry. Every time, chat.
I guess we're gonna have to have a Canadian off. All right, let's see who can apologize the most times during this stream. Someone keep track of chat.
I think I'm way too small of a channel to get any sponsors. I'm just a baby channel, admittedly. You know what, Xena? Even as someone with my standing, I'm still a baby channel technically, but I don't really like to think about that.
Here's the thing I'm gonna say about that is don't think about getting sponsored, because that is like a 1%er thing. Affiliate programs like what Bluez is part of here with Sonic Rumble are more achievable because they usually give out specific reachable goals. Like for most games, it's have 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I almost guarantee you that is close to, probably not exactly, because I've seen people with fewer followers that are partnered for Sonic Rumble. But that is probably close to their target for this. They may also evaluate other things, but generally, once you have 1,000 followers, you are in like what I consider like the the middle class of Twitch streaming.
Yeah, that's actually a good way of putting it.
Yeah, so like lower class is affiliate, middle class is 1,000+ followers, and then partner is upper class. That's how I see it. And I'll be honest, when it comes to actual sponsorships, I can tell you for a fact, because I do have a friend who has been sponsored, specifically a friend who plays a lot of horror games and was sponsored to play, what's their name? The Silent Hill 2 developers, Bluebird Team. Their most recent game, they were sponsored to play that. And you know, they have a couple thousand followers, but they're not partners yet. So there is an arbitrary middle ground somewhere in there. But again, they also mostly play horror games. So if your particular niche overlaps with a game's theme, probably going to do you some favors, you know, because they will look at what kind of games do you cover? Are you a right fit for our game? Yada yada. But what I would encourage any small streamer to try is, if you're following an indie game's development and you're thinking to yourself, I might want to buy that on launch if I can afford it. When the game is approaching launch, like within its final month or the last couple weeks, just go to Google, search game name, creator code, or review code. So that's what I did with Demon Tides, for example. In the weeks, so I actually follow the developer, but I didn't see this come across their timeline because Twitter is garbage.
Yep.
But leading up to that game coming out, I just searched Demon Tides review code or Demon Tides streamer code, creator code, whatever, and I found a post from the developer linking to a Google form. You just fill it out with your channel information, and their PR team, usually they typically hire a third party, and they will reach out to you if they think you're a good fit for their game/brand, and they'll hook you up with a code. And usually they'll tell you that there's like an embargo date, so don't post anything before such and such a date. You can typically reach out back to the person who sends you the code if you have any questions. So like for one of them, I wanted to be sure that I would be allowed to play a game like start to finish on stream, because they didn't mention anything about an embargo, and I was just like, just making sure you don't mind if I just like stream your entire game for other people's entertainment, right? And they're like, no, start to finish, it's fine. I was like, okay, cool. Again, I'm personally having a dry spell as far as my content creation is concerned, but I'm still getting opportunities. Recently, I had the pleasure of, if you don't mind me name dropping something, please.
Not at all.
It's your channel.
Go for it.
Okay. So recently, I had the pleasure of getting a review code for Motor Slice. which is this really awesome indie game that I would describe as Mirror's Edge meets Nier Automata meets shit. There's another. I'll have to look it up. But it's basically a third-person Mirror's Edge where you're parkouring up a giant old mega structure. It's got the voice of 2B voicing the protagonist P. You're playing as a drone that follows her around. It's like it wears the Nier Automata influences on its sleeve, like with pride. It's also like very much a sandy, like derelict megastructure. So again, also looks like Nier Automata. And Shadow of the Colossus. The boss fights are these big towering things that you have to climb because the titular motor slice mechanic is basically you'll come up to these golden like gear walls and you have a chainsaw blade. You jam your chainsaw blade into the wall and you can climb up the wall or go alongside it. Mm-hmm. And the bosses are basically some sort of like construction machine or something of that sort. And you need to find a point with which to start your climb up this machine. And as you start climbing the machine, you'll find these exposed weak points and you chainsaw your way parkouring around the machine, slicing up their innards basically, eventually reaching the top of the machine where they have like a control center that you then dice up. And every time you clear one of these parkour sections, there's a segmented health bar at the top, which is connected to each little parkour section that you're doing. So you can tell like where each boss's weak points are and whether you fully damage that weak point before moving on and so on and so forth. And again, very much like the progressive way that you deal with and like injure the colossi in Shadow of the Colossus, eventually getting on top of their head and jamming your sword into their skull, you know? So yeah, it's a mishmash of beloved games. Has a few minor issues with its tutorial and like directing the player where to go.
Right.
But aside from that, like the gameplay is awesome. It feels like Mirror's Edge. You get to the boss fights, it feels like Shadow of the Colossus. Stylistically, the cutscenes and all that other jazz feel like Nier Automata. So if you like any of those games, check it out.
Definitely will have to. You might have to send me the name in DMs later.
I'll do that right now.
Oh, that'll be handy actually. I thought this was a sponsor. No, just affiliated with the game. An affiliate with the game, rather. And I gotta be honest, I didn't think I was gonna get the affiliate status with this game. I applied to getting it as a joke, and then like I get an email like a week later saying, "Oh, by the way, you're affiliated with us now. Congratulations!" And my immediate response was, "I was kidding." I didn't think I was actually gonna get it. Not that I'm complaining. It was just, you know, whatever haha funny there was for that joke is gone now.
Yeah, like I'm honestly surprised that that Luna didn't get in, but like if I'm not mistaken, you guys have similar follower accounts, so it must have been a content review thing. Like she said herself, they probably looked at her sense of humor and may have made a judgment based on that, because Sonic, for whatever reason, is pretending that it's for kids, even though it is very much aimed at deadbeat millennials like us. Did you look at that DC crossover comic panel that I sent you?
Yeah, the one with Sonic and whatnot. I was like, hold on.
Where Silver is like, oh, I don't like Guy Gardner. Let's take his ring and shoot him out the airlock into space and kill him. And then everyone's like, what the fuck, Silver? You're gonna get a red ring if you keep keep talking like that. Okay, but in Silver's defense, it is Guy Gardner. It is Guy Gardner.
Possibly the most douchiest Green Lantern ever.
Yes. I kind of want somebody to do, you know, the like the flat top haircut meme.
Oh yeah.
I want Guy Gardner giving a flat top cut to Silver.
Oh, I kind of. Is it bad that I kind of want to draw that?
I mean, you're allowed. You have a weekly art stream. Who am I to tell you what you can and can't do as a human with free will?
That is true. I kind of want to do that now. Resident Evil has an ambassador program. I didn't know that.
No, not exactly, Xena. It has a program that is called an ambassador program, but it is just a club for fans to join, and you can like enter giveaways for like Amazon gift cards and stuff, and you get a little membership card that you can level up by posting on social media regularly.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, if you actually want to apply for a creator program, it's interesting. By the way, we have 2 different flying animations.
I just noticed though that my tailcoat is clipping right through my feet, and I don't think I like that.
Don't worry about it.
As a 3D animator, I kind of had to worry about that. It's a detail that bothers me.
So Capcom, where did I put this bookmark?
I know
Capcom has a specific program called Capcom Creators.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know Capcom has one. I know Namco also has one.
Most studios do. Ubisoft does.
Yeah.
You know, it's all over the place. But like I said, a lot of those, if they're like publisher wide, they're going to expect you to have at least 1,000 followers. And usually they'll also have concurrent viewership requirements as well. Some of them, so I may have mentioned before, you could also sign up for a website called Lurkit or Keymailer. I think Keymailer is the one that most people here would get the most use out of. It is really nice for smaller creators. You just link your channels, and then when an indie game is coming out and it has codes available, it'll just say like request a code, and it will automatically send all your channel details to the publisher that's managing the page on there, and they might send you a code if you meet their criteria. And they will give you some stipulations like, you know, we expect that you will show this game on the channel that you submit for an estimated amount of time that you specify before you apply, you know, because they want to make sure that you're not just applying to get a free key and then bouncing, you know?
Yeah.
Lurkit, on the other hand, operates in a similar way, but they also have creator programs for some larger publishers. So I looked at I do have a Lurkit account, but I haven't actually really been able to apply for anything through there, just because a lot of the stuff that is advertised through there that appeals to me has these other high requirements. So I just haven't even bothered, to be quite frank. Apparently my profile page on Lurkit can't be found anymore. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is it just because I'm not...
Was it disabled?
Sign in through Twitch.
Oh, I was gonna say, was it disabled because of
inactivity? Maybe.
Yeah. I know that a lot of companies will do that if your account hasn't been like active in a while. I thought the same thing happened to one of my. I thought the same thing happened to me with my Blizzard account like years and years ago, but no, turns out I made the stupid mistake of like deleting it.
It seems that they've changed how they... So my account does still exist, but when I'm signing in, they're asking me to specify like what my primary channel is and what my primary content type is. Which is a little frustrating because now that I stream on YouTube as well, I technically have 2 primary channels, but they insist that you select one, and it's like, well, I feel like if I'm not going to be making like short form content for YouTube, then I should still specify Twitch as my primary channel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also because like Twitch TOS kind of wants you to do that, so Here, give me a second to figure this out.
I had a key to Loftia, but I quit after one play. Was it just not your thing? I was actually offered a Loftia key myself by a friend, but I'm like, I'm usually way too busy to like sit down and enjoy a game like that, even on my own, so glitchy and hard controls. Is it though? I mean, I've seen one friend that I play one friend that I follow seems to be having just an okay time with the controls, but I can't judge it because I haven't played it myself.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Lofty is one of those survival crafters, right? And typically when those come out in early access, a lot of basic features like controller support are typically missing, so...
I don't know about survival craft, it just looks like, I don't know, I was only lurking at the time, but it also looked like, I think the focus was mostly on, like, farming, I think? Primarily?
I mean, honestly, what's the difference?
that you got a point there.
Because survival crafting, you're using the stuff that you farm for the crafting in a lot of these cases.
So brutal. I just had to get out of the way.
That might have screwed me over.
Ah, damn it.
Damn it.
Okay, well, I'm out. Whenever I sat down in the game, I fell through the map. Also, houses kept disappearing. I mean, it's still an early access last I checked. So I guess those kind of bugs will be ironed out eventually. Want to continue to upgrade? Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Over time, they just add unclaimed items from the passes to your inventory and stuff. That's nice.
From like oh, okay.
Yeah, from the various passes and like limited time events.
Oh, that's a lot of neat shit. Wonder if I could finally upgrade. No, I cannot. Damn it. I was like, I can finally fully upgrade Metal Sonic. No, I cannot.
Might be. I thought I was. It's not my. I guess it's pulling that. They wanted me to re-authenticate my TikTok, and I did that, and it was like, oh, this account is already connected to Lurkit. I'm like, okay, I'll remove and re-add, and it just added the same account. I was like, okay, sure.
Whatever you say, boss.
All right, so creator programs, just to finish my point from earlier. So, like, a lot of these are, like, active creator programs, but for, like, older releases or ongoing things. So, the one that's interesting to me in particular is the NeoWiz creator portal, which perks specify MVP access to all keys, quests, which are basically, like, bounties on Twitch that partners get to, like, stream certain games from that publisher for rewards.
Right.
The girl, and then early access and exclusive content. And the NeoWiz creator portal includes Lies of P, which is why I was interested, Brown Dust 2, which is the biggest asses and titties you could imagine. The wettest, most like oily. That game is wild. And then something called Shape of Dreams, which is probably another gacha. So you click on join program, and oh, interesting. They've changed their requirements. Because now they just say, all we ask is that your channel's been active for the past 3 months, and that is the minimum your application has to be considered. Before, I'm pretty sure it used to have requirements like 10,000 followers, 50 concurrent viewers, something like that. Well, there goes my example, I guess. Because I wanted to cite something specific for you guys, but yeah. Anyway, after this round, I will share some more details about the roadmap for Dead as Disco, which is really exciting. I'll give you as a little teaser. Apparently, they're planning co-op.
I don't know how you're supposed to do co-op in a game like that, but that's going to be fascinating to figure out.
Well, it's probably not going to let you use your own uploaded music. It's going to use the in-game tracks. It's probably going to be client-side or split screen only. Oh, I fucked up. I used the wrong thing. Oh, they tried. No. This game's lock-on mechanic makes me upset.
Yeah, it's too fidgety. Sad like half the time. Okay, can we choose a direction to go in, please? Thank you.
Never. You can either go light or reft.
It's just one or the other, huh?
Alright. Dead as Disco. So in terms of their actual, like, dated stuff, so next month they're planning to add quote-unquote infinite disco upgrades. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's an upgrade system. I've only played the demo, and I just played infinite disco, and that was enough to sell me on it. Midsummer, Rockstar fashion upgrades, so different costumes. Neat. Finale, new idol drop, which I'm guessing means a different playable... Oh, no. New boss idols, so that's a new boss. Fall tour dates to be announced, so I think they're just saying the stuff is to be announced. And then 2027 is when they plan to launch version 1.0 because it's an early access. So along the way, they plan to add co-op multiplayer, even more music, new boss idols, new skills and abilities, new enemies, more narrative arcs, full voiceover, more memorabilia, more Rockstar fashion, dive bar renovations, replay and photo support, mod support, accessibility and calibration settings, and new localized languages. And I guarantee you that when they add co-op, somebody's going to either make it online if the developers don't do that themselves, and even if they do make it online, I guarantee you that somebody is going to add some sort of synchronization system so that two people can play the same song, same custom song at the same time in like Infinite Disco or whatever, because
yeah,
I feel like that would be a fun, not only a fun thing to share music with a friend, but also to troll your friends. Because imagine Blues, you know, you and I gotta play some Dead as Disco. You know, we're gonna have a fun time, play some serious music, and then one of us loads up an hour of silence broken up by reverb farts.
Oh God, no! Anything but that. Oh God.
Imagine the potential.
Oh no. That would be a pain. That would be torturous for me. It's the anticipation. Okay, is the fart gonna happen now, or do I have to wait like 10 more minutes?
That'd be so hard to play as well.
Yeah.
Because the BPM would be like 1.
God, Charlie would be stuck. He'd just be stuck in place.
Charlie would get a Charlie horse.
I do love how the developers clapped back at like everybody saying that the game was ass. So there was like one TikTok I think where they literally just tripled the size of Charlie's ass as a joke.
Oh, that's great. Why were people saying that the game is ass? Like, what was even their argument?
I mean, it's YouTube. To be fair,
Okay, all right.
YouTube comments are like that.
So, like, here's my journey with the game. Like, I'm not questioning why you were interested in it. Like, it's evident. But I'm a picky motherfucker, right? And so the thing is, I see all these videos coming out from people, and they're all just like a bunch of shorts of people with custom music. And I'm like, okay, I can see the appeal for casual players. Wow, good shit, man. You just went through all those.
I just Ultra Instinct that shit.
Yeah. All right, Goku. Metal Goku the Hedgehog. Neo Metal Goku.
Surge the Saiyan.
Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, she looks like Kefla, the green-haired chick. I'm not a big Dragon Ball nerd.
A little? She just uses the Patara, unlike either one of those floppy ears.
Dude, when are we getting Sonic X Dragon Ball? When?
I feel like
Sonic versus teaming up with Goku.
I feel like it's inevitable.
To fight Majin Eggman. Or I guess Majin Shadow would make more sense. Fuck. You saved me! Yay!
You're welcome.
You had a shield and I attacked you, and it technically didn't hurt you. Maybe a little emotional damage, but, you know.
Emotional damage is nothing new to me. I'm used to it at this point.
Emotional damage!
I'm used to it at this point.
Oh my god, the guy in first had 7,000 points. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, Dead as Disco. All right, so I'm seeing all these clips, and I'm seeing how the combat system works, and I know I'm gonna be really harsh here. I know that basic bitches love Batman buttons. Okay. Literally, so I'm a little salty because I was an Assassin's Creed fan, and Assassin's Creed did that combat before Batman did. But Batman is the one that got all the attention, and it really caught on because of the button indicators that appear during combat for your counter attacks, your takedowns, and stuff like that. Granted, yeah. Assassin's Creed didn't have like a takedown system until much later. Like I don't even think until maybe the RPG titles. Maybe Unity. I forget. It's been too long, but yeah, that formula, like we talk about like Call of Duty changing how first-person shooters were made for the 360 genre, and how fucking Cat Shadow is the best. I'm waiting for the season to end so I can buy him because I don't want his stamps to count toward my current season because I don't care about the power-up this season. So Call of Duty changed how first-person shooters were made. Gears of War changed how third-person shooters were made for that entire generation. And then Batman changed how action games and beat-em-ups were made for that entire generation. Look at fucking Lord of the Rings, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, etc. It's all the same. It's all the same. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is Hi-Fi Rush, but for normies. You can load in your own music. You play it like Batman instead of like Devil May Cry. I can see the appeal. Cue me being Mr. Smug, egotistic, egomaniac. I'm better than that. I'm better than Batman. And I just had no interest in playing it. Like I appreciated the random like shorts and whatnot that would come by. You know, somebody reskinning Charlie as Deadpool and fighting along to Bye 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 by the Backstreet Boys. right? Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
I always mix up which songs are theirs and NSYNC's.
I think a lot of people do. So.
Yeah. And so I can appreciate it, I can respect it, but I've been there, and I've never been super impressed by it. But sometimes you want to watch a fancy, artsy fartsy movie like a Your Name or a Belle or something like that, and sometimes you just want to watch a Marvel. Sometimes you just want to watch a Marvel movie and eat some goddamn popcorn. All right.
Fair.
And that's what Dead as Disco is to me. So like a friend mentioned it, I'm like, well, I know you are super interested in it, and it's gonna make me sound like the bad guy because Blue's being interested in this. I mean, he likes music, so that's not enough to sell me on it. But a random friend of mine is like, yo, you should play this. This is probably up your alley, if because you like Hi-Fi Rush and whatnot. And it's like, well, now I kind of feel obligated to play it and report back to them my opinion on it, instead of just making judgments from clips that I see on the internet, right?
Right. So
I downloaded the demo, and I'm fully ready to nitpick the shit out of it. And to be fair, I go into Infinite Disco, I play on like 120 BPM, and I'm like, this doesn't feel the greatest. It's, but then I play on like one of the metal songs on like 150 BPM, and I'm like, okay, I'm locked in. It's good. It's good. And now I own it.
I'm glad you own it at least.
Because like I said, I saw the stuff that I saw today, and I'm like, you know what, these guys are doing some good work, and I respect it. And part of me was thinking, well, I could just download the demo and load in my own music and just play that forever. But at that point, you need to question yourself. How much value are you getting out of a thing that you basically got for free? And when do you want to give back? And like, I'm looking at the cost of this game, and like, it's like $25 Canadian. And that's with taxes, I think?
Yeah. Because taxes are a bitch.
Yeah. And that's a good price. Like, I would have maybe second guessed it a little bit if it was like 30 or 35.
Right.
But like 25, man, that's unfortunately the price of a literal movie ticket. So, like, going back to my previous example, sometimes you just want to watch a Marvel. And I'm gonna get a lot more entertainment than a fucking 2 to 3 hour Marvel movie out of this thing. So, and yeah, it's just one of those things. And it's kind of a feel good thing. And I like what they were doing, and I wanted to support them. And that's what it came down to.
That's the whole reason why I want to get that game in particular too. Also, hi Samurai, how you doing, buddy?
So we're now 2 for 2 over the past couple of weeks of my influencer friends influencing me to get things. First it was you with your goddamn Pokemans, and you still haven't added me as a friend, you son of a bitch.
Listen.
I'm wagging my finger on both Switch and in the game, remember.
Listen. It's not my fault I'm a busy. It's not my fault I'm a busy freelancer.
I'm just teasing. And then my other friend recommended this, and I was like, okay, well, push came to shove. I may as well finally get around to trying this. I don't think I've seen this variation before.
I'm doing good. How's it going? Everything's going all right, more or less. Been much more busier as of late, but yeah, it's going pretty well.
I find it really interesting how much Cat Shadow just looks like the cat costumes from 3D World. Like, it's identical, almost.
I'm surprised that it even won the costume contest to begin with.
Yeah, it seems like almost too derivative. I don't know what the other the stamps, I guess, are. I think well, Shadow's the best character in the game right now, so Shadow getting a costume is kind of unsurprising. Because you can use the Doomwing Dash with Shadow. That's honestly another reason, because, like, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Shadow fan. I like Shadow in some contexts. Like, I really like his portrayal in Sonic Prime. I think that was peak Shadow, honestly. Like the dynamic that he and Sonic had in that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think he's kind of in a weird spot. I feel the same way about Silver. I feel like the best version of Silver was in Sonic Forces, and that's just because that was the only game, aside from the sports games, where Silver was voiced by Raiden's voice actor, and he was literally like Raiden the Hedgehog. And I was like, that kind of makes too much sense for that character. Whereas I feel like Shadow has never really settled into a determined role, especially with all this like Doom shit that's been going on. He's just doing this weird like secret agent shit with like Rouge and Omega, and it's always just seemed kind of weird to me, you know?
I get that.
And so like when people try to be like edgy Shadow, I'm just like, whatever. But Shadow in like out of context situations, like, yeah, put him in a cute kitty costume. I'm like, oh, I'm all about that.
Do you have any ibuprofen? I got a headache.
Psycho Digi's a gremlin. Says the gremlin dropping shit on me constantly.
Yeah.
Don't you hee me, you little fucking...
I was trying to think of a...
fucking buffalo wing nugget.
I was trying to think of an appropriate Looney Tunes reference, but I couldn't. Who's the character in Looney Tunes that would be most likely to drop anvils on people? Would it be Wile E. Coyote or someone else?
I was gonna say Bugs, but that's a bit too on the nose.
Yeah.
Because if it were Wile E. Coyote, it would backfire on him like spectacularly.
Well, technically, you're the one who made it a redeem, so pot, meat, kettle.
But that would imply that the redeem has been backfiring as of late, and that wouldn't make me a Wily.
Yeah, well, you had the redeem so that you can complain about people redeeming it.
I don't mind that people redeem it, but like for God's sake, I wish they would just time it like properly when I'm like in the middle of explaining something and then suddenly anvil. I'm like, all right, guys, this is just starting to annoy the fuck out of me.
Never have expectations of your chat.
No, I learned my lesson the hard way.
You'll be in the middle of a cutscene and all the reverb farts will be going off. That's how it works.
I don't know. Me specifically, I kind of just find that to be genuinely, in some, like a lot of cases, I feel like that's just bad manners for like on the viewer, but that's just me.
I agree, and that's why I don't have many redeems on my channel, and I've even removed some because it got really annoying when people would trigger them during cutscenes, and I'm like, I stream with a Let's Play format. I don't want cutscenes being covered with like tits throwables and whatnot.
Exactly.
And
Justice Gold, it's been a while, dude. How you doing? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate that. To all the raiders who are meeting me for the first time, I am Digital-Bluez, the Digital-Human Vtuber who takes the intelligence out of artificial intelligence. AKA I am stupid. I play a variety of games, I compose a variety of music, and I draw a variety of things. How did your stream go? Chillin', how's it going? So far so good. Tyz and I here are just giving my chat grief, basically. For being...
Yes, I was just about to say how I feel like most chat redeems end up being like fidget toys for viewers. Unfortunately, they are spinning the fidget spinner in your face while you're trying to, while a character is spilling their heart out and having a heartbreaking monologue.
Yep.
Just imagine like you're playing a video game and there's a heartfelt moment. It's like, oh, I can't quit you, Nibs.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Someone in the back with a fucking vuvuzela. It's like, do you think that Sephiroth did this?
A lot of endgame farming in Kingdom Hearts 1. How did that go?
Boy.
I'm assuming it was very tedious. I've seen people...
As a fellow RPG fiend, I both respect that and share your pain.
I imagine it went pretty well all the same, though. But yeah, Raiders, if you have to raid and dash, I completely understand if you must. After-stream self-care is enforced, encouraged, and recommended by me and all my other friends as well. So please, if you have to go off and take care of yourself, Gold, I appreciate you sharing your community with mine, and I seriously hope I return the favor to you someday, and I genuinely mean that.
Luz, did you see that fucking sticker that Knights just used that was fucking Eggman in an old man rocking chair in front of a fireplace?
No, I missed that.
When was that a thing?
I don't know.
So funny.
I didn't even know that was a sticker until now.
It might be a pre-launch thing, unfortunately. So annoying. I keep seeing all these things. Like, I'm sure it's good for like the red. Oh, I need to play game. Am I trying to clip that so I can try and track it down later?
That was pretty funny.
Like that's a lot funnier to me than the fucking annoying Eggman dance thing that like when that first came out, like all the super sweats would use that to like taunt people, and it's just like ugh, like this ugh.
Hi Hannah, good to see you. You had Soba for the first time? Oh, I haven't had Soba in months.
I'm not the biggest soba fan, honestly. It's not bad, but the thickness of the noodles is not to my taste.
That's fair.
Oh.
Okay, second's fine, I guess.
Oh, are we both in the... Yeah!
Yeah, we're in top 3, let's go.
Just all the villains.
A lot of them hoping for 2% drop rates, but I got them in the end. Oh god, that would drive a lot of people insane, myself included. Yeah. For 2% drops? Hell no.
I'll tell me about. I've been playing Dark Cloud recently, and there is a unique weapon that you can only get randomly through treasure boxes. You can't build up to it any other way. It is a talking weapon for one of the characters called Steve. And when you level it up and evolve it, it turns into Super Steve. And it literally has Super Saiyan hair.
GG. Yeah, GG Hyper Rush. That was really close.
I was not able to grab the orbs.
Dark Cloud is great. I would imagine, yeah.
Oh, look. It's you, me, and Son Goku.
he heard our gaming skills was pretty strong and wanted to challenge us.
Yeah, no, Dark Cloud is fantastic. It's been a real trip down memory lane. Like, I'll be honest, I've been a little depressed recently because I've been playing games that I should be, like, super excited for, that just have not lived up to my expectations. But then I've had a few surprises just out of left field. So, like, just to name a couple things off. So, like, I mentioned Demon Tides earlier. I mean, again, it wasn't a sponsorship. I can say whatever the fuck I want. First third of that game is immaculate. 10 out of 10. The remaining 2/3 of that game, like a 4 out of 10. It's a yikes. And now I want to go back and play Demon Turf because I only ever really played like the demo for that. And like Bubsy 4D is about to come out, and I don't think it's going to have the same problems.
Fellas.
Who's going to be the one? Who's going to be the button?
I'm a drill.
Oh.
Okay, well. Oh. That's a hole.
Well, that worked out in my favor. I almost flung myself off the map. Because I lassoed Son Goku left to right instead of backwards to forwards. But yeah, like the Unfortunately, the two other regions in that just keep doing these like one-off gimmicks, and they keep focusing on stuff that's kind of antithetical to the way that the game was designed in terms of freedom, in terms of like having great music. Like they go for a bunch of like moody musicless areas, like one-off gimmicks where it's like, oh, you're being chased by a ghost, and like all of them suck. An entire island dedicated to a grappling hook that's one of the worst controlling things in the game. Like 3 islands that are based entirely around invisible platforms. It's kind of miserable.
Yeah.
It feels like the first part of the game was like as standard a platformer, just they had really good core mechanics, and it was just like, this is a playground. And then for the rest of the game, it's just like, yeah, we're just gonna get experimental with everything, but like none of the experiments were successful. And they had some interesting lore things, but they never really come back. Like there's some islands that are connected. They have sort of an interconnected story in the in like the ice place, where it's like this one island had a climate control experiment go wrong, and it caused like a blizzard to be constant over this other island, and you can go and like resolve that issue, but you don't actually thaw any of the people, so they just stay frozen forever. And it's just like, I feel like we should be helping somehow, and no, we're just robbing them and leaving. Okay, all right. But yeah, it just feels very early access when it's a full release. And also some major performance issues. The game on launch had some very bad bugs, and even after a huge update, the final boss had massive frame rate drops during its first form.
Wow,
So,
that's kind of disappointing, actually.
yeah, so I want to play Demon Turf because I still have faith in the developer pulling off. Like, I don't think that they're going to want to experiment as much with something linear like Bubsy 4D, and I don't think that they would have done something similar with Demon Turf. But I want to be able, before I write a review for Demon Tides, I want that extra context. And I'm probably going to say, like, hey, Demon Tides might not be what I wanted, but Demon Turf and or Bubsy 4D are still worth checking out. I'd like to at least give that caveat, you know, if that works out to be the case. If they're all bad, then another bad Bubsy game, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
But I'd like to believe. And then the next one is going to be out of left field, because, like, you know what I like, Blues. Pirates and Assassin's Creed, I went back, you know, with the Black Flag Resynced announcement, and I played the original version. You motherfucker.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you will be.
Don't care. Are we even now?
Yeah, okay, I'll leave off, because I know if I do keep focusing on you, you're not going to be able to get shit going. Oh, Goku!
Oh,
Goku's
ye
winning.
little
Hold on,
faith.
we gotta get him. Everyone dogpile Goku. Oh, that person. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Okay, we're good. I got a shield. So I have to give a little bit of a backstory here. I'll try and make this quick. Black Flag came out at a weird time where they were transitioning from the 360 to the next generation consoles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to get the 360 sorry.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
I didn't want to get the 360 version of Black Flag. Here, you hit me for free.
I got nothing, so...
Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, you're too late. Well, right.
Still didn't bump me up the rankings.
I should have attacked Goku. I would have actually beaten him if I did. Oh well. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I thought I would wait until I got a PS4 before I got Black Flag. When I got a PS4, Unity had come out by then, so I played Unity, and Unity's a big game. And guess what? I did everything in it, and I was burned out by the end of it. I still went back to check out, you know, what I might have missed in Black Flag, and I remember enjoying it a lot. But then for some reason, I stopped playing it, and I couldn't remember why. So then I played it again.
The tutorial's like 5 to 7 hours, dude. It sucks.
I'm sorry? Why have a tutorial that long?
Because they
or are you
don't
just
want you to do
exaggerating?
anything. I'm not exaggerating. So it took me 7 hours of stream time to finish the tutorial. The reason I'm saying 5 to 7 is because I spent like an hour exploring the first island, and then I explored a little bit of some of the locations, chasing after the sea shanties so I could get Drunken Sailor. And that's the only extra content that I did. And then at the end of my stream, I hunted a whale, just because I happened to find a white whale, which is like a limited time thing that you share with your friends on your friends list. And I'm like, well, this exists in game for only 2 hours. Which, by the way, what's stupid is that doesn't pause during cutscenes, and it doesn't pause during the real world segments when you're literally working for Abstergo/Ubisoft in Quebec. The timer on your fucking white whale in your video game is still going. So that kind of pissed me off, and it like came down to the last 14 minutes, and I had to like desperately. So like I hit the white whale, and it like beat my ass, and I'm like, okay, I need to upgrade my stuff, but I'm in the middle of a storm, and it won't let me leave the ship's wheel to go upgrade my stuff, and the nearest island is the next objective, so I can't exit onto land or dock anywhere, so I have to do the next thing. The next story mission, and then that kicked me back to Ubisoft, and then by the time I got back, like 2 hours had gone by of real time me playing the game, and I was almost and my white whale had almost escaped, and I managed to upgrade my thing just barely enough to hunt the white whale, and then I was pissed off because there was no achievement for it. There's one for hunting a killer whale, but not a white whale, and I thought that was the biggest fucking missed opportunity. It's a ship pirate captain game, but there's no achievement for hunting the white whale? Are you kidding me? Moby Dick gets a pass, but Free Willy doesn't? What are we?
Apparently that's where they draw the line.
That's a Templar achievement, motherfucker. Anyway. So if I hadn't done all that extra stuff, yes, the hantavirus has been spreading across cruise ships and airlines, and bad news. But we'll have to see. Stay indoors. Start wearing masks again if you are worried.
Yep.
You know, we have protocols now that some people will ignore. Anyway, so if I wasn't dicking around and exploring, then I would have finished the tutorial in like 5 hours. And like plenty of times along the way, it's like, ooh, I see a thing like a diving bell, and you're like, must progress further in the story before you can do this. And it's just like, oh my god, this is like the whole Genshin problem where you get to Sumeru and you see all these things that you'd like to interact with, but you can't because you need to do like a 5-hour side quest first before you get the ability to interact with the thing. So yeah, I basically finished the tutorial, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good for Black Flag now. I don't even want the remake on launch anymore. Like, I was so burned out just at the end of that tutorial. Like, granted, I shouldn't have done it all in one stream, but then we have a problem of who the fuck makes a tutorial that's going to take multiple gameplay sessions to finish? Are you kidding me? Who stops during a tutorial to take a break? That's not how you make a game, man. So yeah, I'm sure that game is great. There are so many great things that I did experience partially when the game let me experience those things, but very much it was like, you can't go too far, you gotta do this next thing before we let you do all this other stuff. So it's like, if you're fine being restricted to an island for a good couple hours before you finish a few story missions, more power to you, but like, again, 5 to 7 hours before you really get free reign.
Oh, that would just annoy the hell out of me.
Man. And then Resident Evil Requiem comes out. Technically came out back in February. Technically, this story starts with Resident Evil Requiem, where I booted up on launch and it's on my hard disk drive, and the game has no warning that it needs to be installed on a solid state drive. It's on the Steam page, but there's no in-game warning. Like, many games will tell you, hey, this shouldn't be installed to this drive, but it does not warn you. And the game ran fine up until the first like post intro cutscene, where all the dialogue desynced from the characters' like animations talking. And I'm like, what is causing this? And the simple answer is during every cutscene, the game is loading what's going to be in the next area. And so I moved it over to my solid state drive for a time, and then I waited for updates to come out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to move it back to my hard disk drive. I'm going to test it offline with a friend. So like I did a recording, I did a Discord screen share, I had loaded up VTube Studio. Basically, I had everything running as if I was streaming, and the game ran fine. No desync. I'm like, oh, hey, they fixed it. They patched it. Great. Excellent. I go to stream it. Same problem. So that tells me that it was not just a hard disk bottleneck, but because I was streaming and having to use my GPU to encode the live streams as well, in addition to the recording, which, again, I tested that the recording worked fine, that it is not only loading the next area, it is also trying to render the next area, even though it's not being shown. So they're not even occluding the next area correctly. It is technically being rendered even though it isn't visible.
Right.
And that's a big no-no. That's very process intensive, and guess what? That's something that Capcom has really struggled with recently. Like in Monster Hunter Wilds, they would render the behavior. Good shit, by the way. Second place, first place, let's go.
We beat Son Goku.
Yeah, we both did. Like, oh man. We got our revenge. Man, everybody's a villain right now. We've even got a fucking purple Sonic the Sandhog, whatever.
I don't even know the guy's name.
Dark Spine Sonic, I think. I don't know the context of that character. I think they're just like an evil genie or something. I don't know.
Hard to remember. I agree, it is P.
But I completely lost my train of thought. Resident Evil loading. Monster Hunter Wilds was rendering like monster behavior for monsters all over the map, even if you couldn't see them, and that was causing massive CPU spikes. Dragon's Dogma 2 renders all NPC behavior on your CPU, so people would go to the largest town in the game and they would have to start killing NPCs to get their performance back, because otherwise it would become a stuttering mess. Because every NPC was being simulated. Oh, are you?
What?
Oh, I saw your mouth moving on stream, and your audio cut out for a second. I wasn't sure if you were responding to a chatter or something.
Oh no, sorry. My my webcam, for whatever reason, likes to think that my mouth is constantly open whenever I like move at certain angles. So I'll look to the left or like to the right, and suddenly my model's mouth decides to open. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to anybody, but okay, webcam, thank you.
That's kind of a struggle with webcams, honestly. Like when I calibrate, so I'm not a mouth breather, but I do naturally have my mouth open like at least a little bit, just as a not quite slack jawed, but just a neutral position, right?
Yeah.
And typically YouTube Studio will be like, oh, your mouth is wide fucking open, you goddamn mouth breather, and I'm like, no.
No, how dare you?
Why you gotta make me look like this? So when I calibrate my model, I have to open up my mouth a little bit so that it detects that as the closed mouth state. And the same thing with blinking, because I wear glasses, it doesn't track the eye quite as well. So I have to squint slightly, because otherwise, if I squint at all while streaming with default like calibration, it'll think that my eyes are closed. So I have to register like a partial squint as my eyes being open, so that when I do squint, my character actually squints.
Yeah.
And yes, I could mess with the values in like the parameters and whatnot, but the sensitivity and the parameters only go so far. So I do have to trick the calibration. This would not be an issue if I had an iPhone, but I'm poor. So,
do you need an iPhone for that, or like couldn't you just get like a phone that has like a certain
No, you have to have an iPhone. It is a proprietary Face ID. The technology is called Face ID. Capital F, ACE, capital I, capital D. And it is a specific proprietary technology.
I think my Pixel has that. It should, at the very least, because I know that was one of its selling points.
I will Google that, because that would be really interesting to me. Because if I didn't have to get an iPhone, that would make me very happy, because I hate Apple.
You and me both.
Not that a Google Pixel would be any more affordable, let's be real here, but I would rather my money go to not Apple. You can, of course, get older phones, like Face ID has been a thing since the iPhone 10. And they do regularly come out with like more budget-conscious iPhones. But yeah, it's just the whole thing. And to be fair, like I use RTX, which has its own issues with tracking versus like Google Media Pipe, which has its own issues. And you basically have to completely update all the parameters of your model if you're using RTX tracking versus Media Pipe. And I just have not gotten around to ever setting up Media Pipe properly. It's really sensitive in certain aspects, and it's just kind of a nightmare for me to calibrate. So I just stick with RTX because I happen to have an NVIDIA card. So rip to the AMD bros. But we'll put a... actually, no, the match is over now, so I'm going to look up.
Google Pixel Face ID.
Hi, DZ, how you doing? People keep saying iPhone tracking is the only way to go, but we all be poor. I don't know about that, because, like, VTube Studio runs pretty fine on my phone, like, on the phone app at the very least. Like, it detects my face and everything, so...
Yeah, so you might be confusing that with Face Unlock from the Pixel 7 and later. Face ID is patented and will never be on a non-Apple device.
Okay, so I was wrong then.
Yeah, so you're just thinking of Face Unlock, which is a similar technology.
Just patented a different name.
And that would require a VTube Studio guy to... And like that is kind of the issue with VTube Studio, because it is kind of a monopoly situation. We are kind of at the whims of this one dude and what he decides to incorporate. And again, I've said before, I do have issues with Denchi, where like when I was getting my model done, for example, I was going to have an alternate like grabbing hand because they specifically announced that you would be able to put items in between layers on your model. So if I had like a hand foreground and a hand background, I could put like a can or like an umbrella being grasped by my character between those layers, and it would look natural, right? And then that never happened, and they deleted the tweet where they mentioned that, and so I ended up not paying for that to be part of my model. Flash forward a year later, Noisima, I forget the name of it exactly. It is the official Live 2D program by the Live 2D company, which you have to pay a monthly subscription for to use. So,
right.
But they included that functionality, and then a day later, Denchisoft did as well. So it was there the whole time, and for some reason they just didn't launch it, and gaslit me into believing that they never announced it because they deleted the goddamn tweet. And I will hold that over their head forever. Because I literally showed it to Slum, my VTuber mom, and she was like, "Oh, that's super cool." And then when it came time for that, she's like, "I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna go to the Live 2D or the VTube Studio like official Discord and ask." And then everyone was there was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And so we both basically got gaslit by the guy that's in charge of VTube Studio. And I'm like, just say that you had some sort of justification for not launching it. You know, it's kind of like the whole thing when they launched the VFX, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll have this one thing that explodes your model." Anybody that has like a undressable model that has like actual like nipples or genitals rendered, suddenly dicks are flying around your screen.
That can be a bit of a problem, methinks.
So they had to add a warning that says, "Hey, make sure your artist is cool with this," and you know, TOS and all that.
Remind me to disclude that when I actually work on my own model.
Okay, no to self. Tell Blues no dicks. I know you like handling balls, but yeah.
The
anyway,
slum neck.
sorry.
No, different slum. Different slum, DZ.
Yeah, her Twitch name is that slum_bb, aka Slum Baby.
Yeah.
She is not currently streaming. She's taking care of some IRL stuff. Full disclosure, I am one of her mods, just by virtue of being annoying and sticking around long enough. No, she's great. She's entertaining to watch. Love her art streams when she is able to do them. And big SpongeBob fan. So if that's up your alley, a lot of SpongeBob fan service ends up happening over on her neck of the woods. And she's got a VGen, all that jazz. Check her out. But like I said, all her stuff is on hold right now. But
Understandable.
If you've ever seen my model, move, the art is by someone else, but the rigging is by Slum. And actually, the PNG that I have right now for Fugi, that is her artwork.
Oh, she did a hell of a job, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now she has a layered sketch commission, which I kind of paid extra for to get like a back view of the character as well. So like I can completely dress down my character to show all the layers and how they interact and stuff. It's quite nice for a it's not a character sheet, but I can drag stuff around in Photoshop to functionally make it a character sheet.
Okay.
And very reasonable prices if you are, again, once she's up and going, and if anyone's looking for like a reasonable VTuber model or rig, her prices are very, very competitive. She is very much for the every tuber who's trying to get in.
Yeah.
She also has some fun redeems. Well, I guess we'll use that term on like her Gumroad store. Some free to use assets and some fun stuff. So in the meantime, you can also check that out. Those are always available. Fun story. So one day out of nowhere, like at the inception of this meme becoming a thing, she was like, "Hey guys, I'm launching this new Skibbity toilet custom model."
Oh hell
like,
no.
What the fuck is this? None of us had seen this. But like because she was on TikTok all the time, she was on the fucking cutting edge of like Skibbity toilet existing. And she just posts a video of her model doing like lip syncing the Skibbity toilet song.
Oh
with
god.
her head attached to the toilet model that she rigged. And we were like, what the fuck are you doing, girl? And then, Skibbity toilet started exploding and we're like, oh, that's where this cringe came from. But we gave her a real hard time about that. She was
quite possibly unpopular opinion about that whole thing. I'm not as annoyed by it as some people are.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Listen, I was around during like the Idiots of Gary's mod, like YouTube era. So if anybody knows what that is, you are probably entitled to a veterans discount.
Or like Pootis Engage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now we have 6-7, which is even worse in my opinion. DZ, she depends on how, like, I'm sure she would be willing and able to attempt that. She does actually have a mecha-esque, because if I'm not mistaken, DZ, I think you are you don't know how to have it.
He's
for you.
He's a Reploid VTuber.
Yes. I was about to say you're one of the Mega Mans. She is currently working on a VTuber who is basically a Reploid adjacent kind of person, like mecha body human head. But I don't think it's far enough along that she's necessarily made it like super public, so I can't give you any references. But she might have that She might have something on her before. I'll have to check. But yeah. Oh, I respect this one guy, Eternal Opossum. Opossums are great. My favorite animal.
Rodents in general are just awesome.
Yeah, I used to not care about rats, but then I ended up seeing so many like cute rat videos of people playing with rats, and they're just silly little goobers. That allow you to make I guess Ratatouille is French, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. That allow you to make French food that isn't just baguette.
Baguette. Oh shit.
All right, people, we gotta defeat the last enemy if we want to move on. I know nobody wants to lower the door, but yeah. Getting back to what I was previously talking about, Resident Evil Requiem. So yeah, performance issues on launch, and I tried to resolve them. Didn't work. So I ended up just having to move it over to my solid state drive after like looking up the recommended specs and realizing, okay, I'm the problem, but also they're lazy. And they keep doing this shit, and it's annoying. Pragmata, that came out at the same time, SSD suggested, but not required. And I played the demo for that, and the worst it gets is you'll sometimes get an abrupt loading screen when transitioning to a new area. I'm like, that's fine. I would rather they just do that in Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started playing Requiem. Again, I'm going to keep this spoiler-free for anyone who is interested in playing it.
I appreciate that, thank you.
So the like prologue bits where you're just getting to know the characters, immaculate, easily like the best of the first person stuff that they've done. But one of the things that I was really worried about is I didn't care much for RE7, and playing through RE Village, I had a lot of issues with the level design. I feel that, like, I played through Village in third person even. So it's not even just the perspective, but the levels themselves are made to be Ethan width, right? Mm-hmm. So even in third person, Resident Evil Village is incredibly claustrophobic, and it's just kind of clunky to move around in. Eventually, you do get some good like weapons and whatnot, so. You do start off Resident Evil Requiem very underpowered compared to Ethan. That is clearly like by intent as well.
Yeah.
But they did some new things that I'm not a big fan of, in that there are more what I'm going to call dead ends in Requiem, where if you go the wrong way around what should be like a loop to loop around the enemies that are pursuing you, you'll be blocked by like a table. And there's one enemy that's really big, and it will corner you, and even if it attacks you and like causes like a cutscene, it will not reorient itself in a way to free you from the dead end. And if you don't have the resources to kill it, you just get a game over. There's no solution there. So I really didn't like that encounter. Other ones are more okay, because again, it being a survival horror, there's more emphasis on shoot the zombie, stun it, knock it over, and then run. And I think that's fine. I think the low resources are fine. They do some mean gameplay things to you in the early game that, again, I'm not going to spoil, but there are some pranks from the developers, basically, where like you get something exciting and you're like, nah, it's not going to help you. So yeah, unfortunately, I was very salty from the performance issues. Like, even going into it, I'm like, I'm not gonna be very favorable to this, am I? There are also some enemy types that are supposed to react to specific gimmicks that I don't think work very well. So some of the more experimental things that they're doing, unfortunately, don't land. But then they hit their stride, and it does get really engaging. And I think the way I see it is that I've always said this before, the reason I like Resident Evil is because of its gameplay and its characters. The story is like whatever. Like, I pay attention to the story. I know nobody gives a rat's ass about the story. But the characters are very important to Resident Evil. And I like them a lot, which is one of the reasons I didn't care about Ethan, because they're it was very much a self-insert kind of situation. They never wanted to give him too much personality. And I feel like that really hurt the two Ethan games.
Yeah.
Grace gets a much better treatment of that. I still think that she takes the weirdness of Resident Evil's universe a bit too much in stride. Like, Ethan at least gets a lot of those moments where he's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Grace doesn't really have any of those moments. Which I find is, a missed opportunity, but whatever. But where I think the first person stuff, like, I think we're all on the same page that PT strongly influenced RE7, right?
Yeah.
When Resident Evil in the first person is trying to be like PT, it's great. Once you start trying to gamify the underpowered first-person character, it gets real clunky. When you switch to the third-person character with the larger environments and the really good controls and gunplay, it gets really good. So, like, I jokingly, after my first, bit of playing it, I was joking with a friend that it feels like there's a 15 out of 10 game stuck in a 5 out of 10 game. And my opinion of that has improved as time has gone on. I was, again, salty and unnecessarily harsh when I first played it. But if I could just play as Leon, the game would be like a 15 out of 10, I'm just saying. I
mean, it is Leon we're talking about here. That's understandable.
Good, and he's pretty hot, and his guns go bam bam.
Woohoo!
Got them epic one-liners.
He does. Like, again, it's the new voice actor, but he's still doing it. He's hot and he's doing it. No, it's great. If anything, I wish I could say this gives me more hope for the future. I am still, again, when I played Village, I was cautiously optimistic because I was worried that because it's split between the first person and third person and you can use either character for either perspective, that the level design issues I had with Village would remain, and they have for the first person stuff. But the whole game isn't like that, which is nice. So now I'm kind of putting my foot down and I'm like, okay, in the future, if they release any further first-person Resident Evil games, I'm probably going to skip them. Third-person ones, on the other hand, they're going to be so good. Zoinks.
Who's doing some work? He's zooming around. I am.
Yes, I was struggling.
And this is where I lose.
Yeah, this one
sucks.
Actually, I'm winning. Well, I guess I'll stop trying to be humble. I apparently kicked ass.
Okay.
I came over to where you were at in the center, and you were stealing all the bulbs. I'm like, oh, Bluez is doing really well. But then somehow I'm in first right now. By less than 100, but still. I thought I was doing, I finished 5th that last round, so I thought I was doing a lot worse. Somebody suggested something interesting. So the guy that tends to leak all the Resident Evil stuff has suggested that Code Veronica and RE1 are the next remakes that we're going to get. And a big part of Code Veronica is you do a sequence as Claire, and then Chris follows in her footsteps, right?
Yeah.
And that's more or less the way that gameplay is separated in Requiem. So how cool would it be is I don't expect Claire to be underpowered like Grace. I expect her to maybe play like Resident Evil 2 Claire, Yeah. Resident Evil 3 maybe, remakes. But then how cool would it be if you play as Chris and then he's just roided out to all hell like his modern design, and he's like, I'm gonna save my sister. I need to find this meme actually, but I've heard that there's a really funny meme where there's a meme of like Grace running from a monster, but the monster's running from Leon, and that is legitimately how that game plays out. So like Grace has atmospheric horror music, and again, it's great. When the game is doing horror, it's great. When it's doing gameplay as Grace, but that's fine. You switch over to Leon, you approach an enemy, and music starts playing. Music is great, sounds like Code Vein, uses some of the same instruments. It's really cool. That's Leon's soundtrack. He's got AirPods in. He doesn't care about the zombies. He sees a zombie and he's like, playlist, yes. And then Leon's coming for you.
The day Grace was attacked by zombies was the most devastating moment in her life. But for Leon, it was Tuesday.
Yes. Yes. Unironically, yes.
May change it to Cyborg VTuber if I want to go further without Capcom coming after me. I mean, you could be a legally distinct Reploid.
Yeah, I would say Cyborg is probably your best bet there, buddy. Like, more power to you. Sorry, I've got two fucking Mega Man nerds here. So I mentioned Motor Slice before. It also is reminiscent of Mega Man Legends.
You could, if you had started with that, I would have just said say less and added to my wish list.
I know, but it's just like exploring like the underground locations and whatnot, where there's nothing but security robots. That's basically what you're exploring, a mega structure that's up instead of down, and there are a bunch of like guard robots left all around, and that's primarily what you're fighting. And like it's all pixelated and it looks really good. What's really cool is that the main character of Motor Slice has beauty marks, but they're pixelated beauty marks. They are squares. And it looks really cool and stylized. The game looks awesome.
I love when games. I love when games go the extra mile just to like stand out like that.
Yeah, like I would say it's the most modern-looking PS1 aesthetic. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like it's like what if PS1 but current day. Like if people make jokes sometimes, where it's like, I don't want modern games. I just give me a 360 game that looks better and runs better, you know? Like this is a PS1 game designed for a PS5.
Like Crow's Country or something like that.
Yeah.
A game that I've also yet to
absolutely.
play.
Yeah, no, Crow Country is really is it county or country? I think it's country.
It might be country. I like saying county because it feels more better for me that way.
I do want to play that, but I'm not sure how lore heavy it is. I think I need to play Signalis before I get around to Crow Country. It's very similar playing games, but Signalis seems to have cooler like Eldritch lore that I want to dig into.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Motor Slice is super good. Like and full disclosure, I've only played like 2 hours of it, and it's like a 10-hour game, so I'm like a fifth of the way into it. But like I've seen enough. You can parry a giant Tonka truck.
Excuse me?
You can parry the bosses, and one of the bosses is like a giant Shadow of the Colossus Tonka truck, and you just run up to its little bulldozer like tread thing. You hit your attack button to parry it with perfect timing, and you send that thing like you Street Fighter throw that thing basically.
Oh, I have to play this now.
It's reminiscent of that other indie game where it's like, yeah, you can parry a nuke.
I had to play this now.
Yeah, no, I hate to be that guy, but like it's really good. And I didn't expect that I would appreciate what is ostensibly a third-person Mirror's Edge as much as I do. Like, you play Mirror's Edge and you're like, oh, this can only exist in first person. This just feels right in third person. But then you play this and it's like, no, the perspective actually doesn't matter.
wanna find it.
Who's here's
Find
parry
that
and
Resident
nuke,
game.
say less. Listen, I like when characters are able to do, like parry and do like really ridiculous shit, and they're not even like
Yeah.
superhuman. Hey Cade, how you doing, buddy?
Here's another take on the joke that you made before. For Grace, it's pure survival horror. For the zombies, it's Leon horror.
You're not.
Like I really just want a Shining meme of him with his axe, because he has a hand axe now, like a military hand axe.
Oh really?
Which, by the way, so he's given up the knife. He now has a hand axe, and it has infinite durability because you can sharpen it like a Monster Hunter weapon.
What the fuck?
If you ever completely deplete its durability, it doesn't go away. You just pull it out and you press square to reload your axe by sharpening it.
It's pretty funny. I'm
so
assuming
I
you're
want
gonna need like
Shining meme.
whetstones and shit though, right?
Yeah, he has a sharpening stone that he pulls out. And so I want a Shining meme of him like chopping down a door and being like, "Here's Kennedy."
Oh, I have to play this now.
No, it makes one of the best first impressions. In my opinion, this is unique to me. I will be completely honest. I don't think other people are nitpicking this game anywhere near as hard. But again, I just really don't like the first person Resident Evil. It like I said, it does falter a little bit, but then like it recovers so well. And it's got some, like, of the Resident Evil stories, it's got some emotions. I cried during one of the cutscenes. And like, again, I only just finished like the first act of the story. I feel like I might have seen that, DZ.
There was a meme of that somewhere? Guess I should post that meme of Leon parrying Goku while making a one-liner.
Oh, yeah.
I would be playing the game right away, chat, were it not for the fact that AAA games are so fucking pricey.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the hydrate and posture check, Xena. Appreciate that. And also, chat, I hope you hydrated because now it's your turn, according to Xena.
Okay, so I found a meme that I don't think is quite the execution that I think should have happened, where it's Grace on the other side of the doorway that Leon's chopping down, and Leon's just like,
FBI?
it's still pretty good, but not quite what I was hoping for.
If Leon shows up at my door all Johnny Shining style, saying "Here's Kennedy," it's nice knowing you all. Here's the thing, Xena. You're not. Leon's not locked in a room with you. You're locked in a room with Leon.
Okay. I found the meme. Okay, this is from Pizza 990. It's Leon using his axe to deflect a Kamehameha, and he's like, "Not very super, if you ask me." Just saying.
He would make that one-liner.
Like the fact that they made him not only edgy but still funny and dropping the one-liners, like they understood the mission.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. I need to find that meme of Grace being chased and then Leon chasing them, because like in my head that's just the funniest fucking thing. It like part of the problem is I'm trying to abstain from like watching videos specifically because I know I'll see like a whole bunch of spoilery stuff in videos.
Yeah.
There's an artist named Keith Garcias, I think that's how his name is spelled / pronounced, who did a bunch of like Elden Ring Night Rain memes. Like literally got a shout out from Namco Bandai for the like it's Friday, then it's Saturday, Sunday like Hop on Night Rain. That was like the anthem for that game for a while. And he has made a couple Resident Evil Requiem memes. Could be that one of those is the one, but oh, that was smooth.
I didn't think I was gonna land that, to be honest. 100 stream streak, holy shit, Joey.
What the fuck?
Appreciate you, sir. How are you doing today? Post the meme in your stream VC side chat. Okay, I'll have a look at it later when I can. Just taking it easy for tonight. That's fair. Also, I hate to harp on this. But how are things with you-know-who? I'm doing okay, more or less. I'm doing okay, more or less. I've been yawning a lot, though.
Oh, here's another fun one. Grace is trapped with the zombies. Zombies are trapped with Leon.
The only thing the zombies fear is just Leon.
Yeah.
Fucking Doomslayer music plays in the background.
Basic. That. It's not the Doom composer, man. But that's Leon's theme music, basically. I'm not even kidding.
That sounds about right for him.
As soon as a zombie enters Leon's sights, the music kicks in. And it's like metal organ starts playing in the background, and it's like, no, this isn't your theme, zombie. This is Leon's theme.
When it comes to Leon, it's not survival horror. It's not even survival or just horror for him. It's just another day at the office for him. I like how you asked that whenever I stop by, but me and him are doing good. Been trying to get more time together. Aw, that's good.
That's always tough.
Yeah, I applaud people who are able to like commit to long distance relationships.
It is a struggle, especially if either or both of you have depression.
Yeah, I imagine it won't get any better. Need for your gamer, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good, I'm glad you're doing good.
Sorry, the creator I mentioned before was Keith Garces, Garces.
Ah, okay. Hey Stark, thank you for lurking.
No... Oh, sorry.
No, it's all
One
good.
of these says no
lurking.
spoilers, so I'm gonna check it out in a second to see if it's maybe the meme. It annoys me when I hear people talk about a meme, but then I can't find it later. It also annoys me when people post like a meme, but they've like edited out the like watermark or the credits.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to like crop this and throw it into Google and try to reverse image search it. Just like, I don't know why people are allergic to crediting artists.
Because then the attention would go to the artist and not the one who posted the thing originally. So I guess that's the only reason why they wouldn't do that. Which annoys the hell out of me as also a fellow artist.
Why would you follow someone who's not the actual creator of the thing? You can just look at their stuff and see like, oh, you're not the person drawing this stuff.
So I'm gonna lurk for now. Alright, DZ, take care, buddy.
Oh. I forget if I mentioned this before, Blues. I recently ended up watching the the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie with a friend, the sense of humor of that film, maybe the others, but at least the first one, very reminiscent of Home Alone.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for in terms of like how
especially with,
it's conveyed.
Yeah, like with Sonic acting like a kid and like partying on his own, like almost Ferris Bueller's Day Off as well. But then like the way that he interacts with Robotnik and Agent Stone, Robotnik and Stone are very wet bandits, you know?
Yeah.
Harry and Marv. Okay, let's see if this meme is what I was looking for. Oh. Leon handing over a gun and it's like, take this gun. I have 2 more right here. He flexes.
God damn it, Xena. I'm so used to you using that redeem all the time now, Xena, that I almost called you Zingus. I would have been really mad at myself.
Zingus?
He's the only one redeeming Pingus all the time, all the goddamn time on stream, so...
I feel like they deserve it. Be Zingus.
You know what? Yeah, that's your nickname from now on. Zingus Morningstar. You are now Zingus Morningstar.
Oh, you said Xena. For some reason, I thought you said DZ.
Oh.
Same difference.
Xena, please review what you just said. you might want to reconsider what you just asked.
Zingus Lick Star.
Oh God. I kind of hope this is one of the few run courses that they keep, actually.
This is a really long one as well.
I do like the yeah, but I do like the shrinking and growing little gimmick that they have for this.
Yeah, it is interesting. I also feel like this is existing Sonic music, but I don't know what from.
Don't remember which level or which game in particular.
Yeah. Probably something from like Sonic Colors. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna like, you can't hold someone responsible for saying some word in a language they don't know.
That is true. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that sucked.
Oh, thank goodness, Blues, you were about to summon Satan in Swahili. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. That would have been against Twitch TOS. No summoning devils on Twitch.
Oh, that sucked. I got caught on one of those rotating obstacles while doing the yellow drill, and that just like catapulted me to last.
Yeah, that can happen.
You are so close to say the N-word in oh, well, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, but it's not helpful, right? Because you're not even sure what you said, because you said it in the moment, and you're not even sure what word is similar. And you don't need to know, because you'll never say it. So there's no point in warning you what word you're about to say.
That is
It's
true.
a language you don't understand and don't speak, and probably never will.
That is true. They can only if they were to slap me on the wrist for TOS, they could only judge me for what I said in English, given the context of where I am.
That's why I was joking that oh, you almost summoned a demon in a foreign language. It's like, oh, man.
I wonder what kind of demon I would like to summon now that I think about it. I don't know why I'm pondering this, but now that the subject of demons have been brought up.
Somebody should be playing Shin Megami Tensei right now.
I've only ever played the fourth one on the 3DS. It's 4 on the 3DS, right?
Yeah.
I've only ever played that one.
Technically, 4 happens twice. There is a sequel slash sequel 0.5. I don't really understand SMT4 Apocalypse. I don't like it when Japan has this thing where they like to release like half sequels that reuse a lot of content from the original to be efficient.
Yeah.
And it just always feels kind of half-assed to me. Or like you get the original game plus like what is ostensibly DLC, but you can't buy it separately. No worries, Kate. I'm busting your balls, but like again.
Hi Ed, how you doing, bro?
I don't think any reasonable person would expect that Blues would have said something like that intentionally.
Yeah, like I'm not. There's only so many languages that I'm well versed in, so. Monster Hunter was super guilty of that. Really? My only exposure to Monster Hunter is World and Rise, so I'm not really well versed beyond that. Speaking of which, I just remembered I have Rise. Whether or not I decide to play that, I don't know.
Behold, the most popular Monster Hunter game in Japan, Monster Hunter Rise. Nobody applaud that. That was not funny. I just wanted to say it.
Speaking of rice, I actually had a rice ball. Oh, sorry, a jelly donut for the first time.
Yeah. Same, recently.
I totally understand the reason for them. They're just essentially like very portable meals, in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, like we talk about. Well, I don't know why I'm starting off this sentence like that. There's a lot of talk about how like Asian culture is very much rice over bread in a lot of ways. What is a rice ball if not the Japanese equivalent of a sandwich?
It's true. Before World, Monster Hunter games would get new versions of existing games when Master Rank included, which was called G Rank back then. But you couldn't transfer save files, so you had to start the entire game over again.
Like any of the Monster Hunter 3U or 4U, the U standing for Ultimate. But of course, then you also have situations like they only just made Monster Hunter Wilds work, and then they've already been saying like, ooh, we might be working on an expansion. Make the game work, please, and maybe let us enjoy working game before you try and sell us like an expansion for what will probably be almost the price of a full game again.
Real. Absolutely real.
Fuckers.
I'm gonna probably buy a DS. I don't know. Do y'all recommend it? Like a Nintendo DS? Or does that stand for something else entirely that I'm not aware of?
Dark Souls? Dead Space?
I still start games over because I keep forgetting to not buy Monster Hunter on console first. Never mind, on nerd language, there's hundreds of nerd lingo. I was about to say, Zena, you got to be very more specific than that.
Mega bite me.
I've been replaying Wilds because my new computer is a beast and it can totally run it and stream it. Oh yeah, what are the specs on it?
They also fixed it, so
yeah. Oh, Nintendo. There's a lot of hidden gems, I would say, that exist on the DS. So if you're able to,
well, the thing I would say is that, how are you planning on getting games for it? Is there a used game market for the DS where you live? Are you going to get like a flash cart? Otherwise, I would say get a Switch.
Oh, there is. Well, in that
If
case.
there is a used market, then yeah, go for it. The DS is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Maybe get a 3DS so you have the backwards compatibility. You can play both. If it's in your budget, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very open-ended question.
But yeah, Ed, what are the specs of your new PC? I'm genuinely curious.
Brag about it.
Chat can't see it, but I'm rubbing my chin out of curiosity, like when people are like very intrigued by something.
We're just a bunch of nerds here. Tell us about all the RAM you afforded in this crisis.
Me, I'm surprised I'm still managed to like getting everything working just fine with only 16 gigs of RAM. I might get another stick later, but at some point I was like, I'm gonna get another stick later, and then the RAM shortage came around.
Yeah, 16 gigs doesn't hold up
No.
anymore.
No, it
Even-
used to, but
even-
not anymore.
Yeah, even 32 gigs is on the way out. Like 32 is considered the minimum now, which sucks.
Yeah.
And there's the other thing where like I've always bought pre-built. I've never been a big hardware person. I know a lot about software. Like I am very techy. I can troubleshoot a lot of things, but hardware, no. I always assumed that RAM was something that you could easily swap out. Turns out that like getting RAM for your motherboard is very complicated. So like I even looked into like before the RAM crisis, like getting more RAM for my system, but the offers that I saw for affordable RAM or getting large amounts of RAM were not fit for my PC. And I'm just like, I give up. I'll just suffer.
Just hope for the best.
I like doing a little pirouette when I'm in the air.
Yeah, that's what you get for knocking me off the floor, bitch.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty beastly PC. Yeah.
I've got a 5070 Ti. Ooh, okay. 5070 Ti, AMD Ryzen 7 9800X 3D. That is a really good processor, actually. 64 gigabytes of RAM, and mostly important, a bunch of RGB lights. Yes. Never skip out on the RGB lights.
Okay, I found an amazing meme. It's you know the Eminem like mic throwing meme, but like people substitute a rat.
Yeah.
It's Leon throwing the Requiem Magnum. It's so good.
Whoa, firepower be upon ye.
Whoa, Requiem upon me.
And you use it to run Sonic Rumble. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, you got to get a 5090 so that you can play fucking. What would be the funniest, most degenerate game? Desert Bus.
That's a pretty high-end PC you got there. What do you play on it mostly?
Mario 64. I got 64 gigs of RAM, so that I have one RAM per bit.
God, I need to change the skills that I have equipped to Metal Sonic. It's not doing me any favors right now. Because like for my specs, I'm running a 3070 Ti at the moment for like a video card, which isn't really that bad.
Yeah, I've got a 3080. Like, I feel like the range we have is still perfectly serviceable.
Yeah,
It's just that games are not being made well. That's the
true.
problem.
That's true. A lot of them are not being optimized properly.
And I will continue to complain about that yes, there are things I could do. Yes, I could run this game off of a solid state drive. But guess what? I have a lot more space on my fucking hard disk drive. And the drive with more space is where the big 90 gig game is going to go, fuckers. Optimize your games if you want then your 90 gig game to go on my... Like, again, we're going to have this conversation when eventually Sea of Thieves happens. That's 120 gigs. And the reason why it's 120 gigs is because they refuse to separate the fucking textures out. Because on console, depending on whether you have an Xbox Series S or X, that'll either be like a 30 or 60 gig game. So they are dumping high-res textures on you, even if you're not using those textures. It's so stupid.
There's a bit from a Donkey video where he says he got a new PCE, so he can raise the graphics in League from medium to medium high. Oh lord,
Yeah,
no. I remember now, I didn't build my PC until after Wilds came out, and like, heck am I gonna wait for a game I want? That's valid.
Well, I mean, I already had my bit about fucking Black Flag. Which, again, by all accounts, should be like 100% up my alley. Like, I'm really hoping that the remake gets rid of a lot of that friction.
Mm-hmm.
I am hoping the best for that remake, but I'm also, quite frankly, I don't need to impulse buy more things. So honestly, playing it and bouncing off it real hard is probably for the best, because now I can wait for launch and wait for people to tell me if it's actually good or not, or what they've removed, because there were constant rumors that they were going to remove the Ubisoft sequences, which I actually really like. I think it's really funny. Because, like, of course Ubisoft would be siding with the Templars.
Thomas the Tactician, thank you so much for the follow. The auxiliary cord is not yours. As for what remake? The Black Flag remake, I believe.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which comes out in June.
I still have to finish Black Flag on the Xbox. Oops. It's one of the few Assassin's Creed games that I have that I actually like own, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's more or less where I dropped off, because like I played Unity, and then I played that, bounced off it. Rogue came out for the previous gen consoles when Unity came out to give those people something to play, and
Yippee!
oh hey, good shit. And then Syndicate came out after, and I played that, and gameplay-wise, I think that was an improvement, but I really didn't like the characters. So I bounced off of Syndicate as well, unfortunately.
Someday your girl will get a PC. Hopefully I will have a better Wi-Fi, but then my internet is Starlink. Oh, Xena, I am so sorry.
Ooh.
I mean, not to say internet up here in Canada is any better.
No, but well, I was about to say less evil, but then I remembered.
Yeah, the competition isn't really that steep.
Well, if anything, it's more like competition to be as evil as possible. Like that's the real challenge here. Sorry, just give me a sec. I unlocked a new thing that I want to equip to a couple different characters.
That's fine. I was gonna change up a few things for Mental Sonic anyway.
Yeah, let's play dress up.
Yippee! Yeah, I don't really get cross slash. It's whatever. Like, it's cool, but I don't know. It doesn't really do anything for me. Sonic Fashion Party. That's the new mobile game. I should be buying more skills for Metal Sonic. At least skills that are like specific for him. Let's see. Where are the skills at? There you are. makes me wonder what's the next like big crossover character to like come for this game.
I mean, I've already made my jokes about that. Yeah, so I got a really cool trail, but I've already like themed my trails for various characters, so I'm kind of like, well, who do I put this on?
Interesting. Interesting that they never gave Shadow or Shadow. Interesting that they never gave Metal Sonic the Black Shield. Or like Maximum Overdrive even.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know that Metal Sonic had like a specific because I know Metal Sonic is equipped with a Black Shield from like Adventure 2. And he also has like the Maximum Overdrive. Where he just kind of like surrounds his body in like a very glowy energy field while dashing. Neo Metal was my first true exposure to Metal Sonic, so I absolutely want the skin. When I bought it, it was like 599 red rings, I think. To be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the skin and I was like, I want this. You know how I have been saying reading's been hard lately due to ADHD? Last night I read 7 pages, I was like, yes. Oh, good. That's good. I saw him in SA2 and DX, but they felt like more like foreshadowing to Neo's appearance in Heroes. I can agree with that. Not only that, though, like, I don't know, just Neo Metal Sonic just looks really badass.
Yeah, I think it's weird that he has like a weird like little wizard coat, but yeah.
I'm not complaining, the coat looks good on him. I just wish it would stop clipping over his feet for his in-game model. It bothers me.
That would...
It's
if you cared so much, maybe you should wail a little bit, and well, maybe nothing will change.
I was about to say, you know what? Maybe I will. That was me with Chaos. I had a bunch of red rings saved up for to get Neo, but Chaos is just way too cool. Understandable. I'll wail for Neo, but not yet. I'm gonna wait for the new season so I get more stamps. Yeah, don't be like me and be like super impatient. as soon as I saw Neo Metal, I was like, I'm just gonna get the character anyway. I didn't realize how close I was to finishing the stamps until I had like one more spot left, and I was like, oh shit. I should have waited. Cause like, I don't know, cross-slash, it's whatever. It's just another projectile move, but like even then it's just, I don't know what to make of it. Plus the stickers are so perfect, I could be so mean with the whale sticker. That's terrible.
There we go.
This is also the most ridiculous costume for Shadow I've ever seen, but
It's so good.
yeah, it would just like I would imagine he was just forced to wear the outfit because of like Maria or something.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god.
Or Keanu.
She made it for him to keep him warm. Yeah, in case his fur wasn't enough.
I'm not gonna pretend I'm enough of an expert on hedgehog biology, but I'm not sure how much fur they have beneath their quills.
At least one.
One fur.
It's just a singular strand of fur. One for I don't know why, but it doesn't even matter which skins I buy. What? Oh, I fell. That's the end of my run.
Nah, there's the bumper here. You know, one
Oh, yeah, I
of those
forgot
little
about that.
roadblocks to give everyone an even chance.
Okay, no shortcut for me, I guess. Oh, wait, I got it! Yippee! Oh, Ed, I see what you did there. I only read that comment partially. Now I get it. I will be wailing if and when they add luminosity silver. According to one of my friends that plays speed sim, it's literally my aesthetic. I need to look into that. You know what character I would actually like to see in this game just for the hell of it? Because they've already crossed over at least once. Spawn.
You keep saying that.
I want that to be a thing, damn it. Listen, if they could pull like a force of nature, aka Godzilla, into this game, give me motherfucking Spawn. And yes, chat, you can look it up. They actually crossed over once. It's freaking hilarious. It makes no sense, but it works for some reason.
And then currently they have a second crossover with DC. It's like Silver's a Green Lantern because, of course, Amy is palling around with Wonder Woman. Knuckles is with Superman, and Sonic is with the Flash.
Yeah, that seems right for them.
I don't know who else, but those are the four that I've seen. I do think it's funny that now people are like, yeah, no, Silver probably is just canonically a Green Lantern.
Yeah, what's one more ring for a time-traveling hedgehog like Silver? Let's be real.
Eh?
What's one more ring for a guy like that?
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there's also dimensional travel at some point, so...
Yeah, actually.
Like, Blaze and Silver are just kind of fit into a weird situation. They're very unusual for everything else that happens in the world of Sonic.
I'm also kind of disappointed to see that there was a costume contest held for one of the characters in this game and I didn't participate. I would have done something like that.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to Sonic Rumble. Hey, Q! Good to see you, man. How you doing? If any of my mods are there, can we get a shout out for Q, please? Doing great. I'm glad you're doing great.
I may have mentioned it before, but in Sonic Superstars, Amy has this really cute diner costume that was originally part of a IHOP promotion.
Wait, what?
Like you would get a code for the diner Amy costume by going to IHOP and ordering from their Sonic menu when Sonic Superstars came out.
That's pretty funny.
And then they just released it as like free DLC for everybody. And the Alice in Wonderland costume that she has is incredibly similar, so I ended up picking that up in this. I do kind of like it when stuff like that happens. Like, two of my favorite things. I always like it when the Lawson's uniform, like the Japanese convenience store, appears in various games. I just think it's a pleasant uniform to look at. And one of my favorite ones was for Shin Megami Tensei 4, like we were talking about before, where you would get different pre-order armors from Best Buy, GameStop, and Amazon, and they were kind of blah, but the Amazon armor was literally the Amazon cardboard box with the smile on it, pasted on the clothing texture. So it looked like he had basically made like post-apocalyptic like cardboard box armor with Amazon boxes, and I thought that was very like clever.
That's kind of charming, I will admit. Did I ever tell you about my new PC specs here? I don't think you have, Cade. If you want to talk about it, then yeah, go for it. I'm curious to know too. There we go. Ron Richardson, yo, good to see you, dude. How you doing? I will admit, it always throws me for a loop whenever I see like a chatter in YouTube, on the YouTube side of things.
Well, I don't know what your chat solution is, but for me, I use Sleepy Chat and it just merges all that stuff. It's very nice.
I should probably do that at some point, huh? It
I highly recommend it.
Yeah, it might make my OBS situation a little bit better too.
I've also like even chatted with them and suggested some like fluff features and given them some feedback and like reported some bugs and got some things fixed. So they are very receptive to feedback, pleasant to interact with. Highly recommended. Sleepy Chat.
Will do.
And what's nice is that not only can you make like an OBS doc, but you can also make your own chat as well using the same interface.
Uh-huh.
And it makes it easy to go back and forth between the two and configure one or the other. You probably wouldn't get as many messages as your current chat box, but you may want to try it out. Because I do see how for your overlay you kind of had to squish your current chat box, and I feel like Sleepy Chat might be a bit more flexible for spacing that for your overlay.
Yeah, I might end up redesigning my overlay again because it doesn't feel, aesthetically speaking, doesn't feel cyber-ish enough, and they should fix that.
Yeah, why not?
Why don't I hire someone to do that, chat? Good question, because I already have the skills and design necessary to make my own. That and I gotta put my
free
new,
time.
Well, that and I have to put my new media production degree into put that to good use. Yeah, that's
Look
the
at
words.
him trying to justify student debt chat.
Hey, someone has to in this day and age. If no one in the job market believes animators have any real weight in this world, then I might as well.
Yeah, just don't apply to work for On Invincible.
Oh God. I've heard everything about that. I still have to finish the new season. I kind of don't really want to. Because I don't know.
Budget? You mean the voice actor budget? Yeah, that's the thing that always drives me crazy is when they have celebrity voice actors. Like, already there really isn't a real reason to celebrity actors, screen actors, are not by default going to do a better job than a standard cartoon or anime voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they're more likely to do a worse job. But anyone can do an equal job. It's just that there is a difference between screen and voice acting, and not everyone has been trained for both.
Yep.
So just because you have a name doesn't mean that it was necessarily earned. A name on your credits that's prolific doesn't mean that role was necessarily earned I sincerely doubt in a lot of these cases that these people like were treated the same way through the audition process as other actors is what it always feels like when I see big names like that. And I'm like, there's no way that these film actors are getting paid the same as voice actors would otherwise be paid for this kind of project. So I know that that's where part of the budget is going.
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably like, it's one of these things where like I'm always outspoken about the notion of like millionaires and billionaires and whatnot. I quite frankly, I don't think that film actors should be getting paid as much as they are, because they're getting paid ludicrous amounts.
Yeah.
To be fair, sometimes it's so that they do live stunts or that they have to change their appearance, like hair or lose weight or whatever. And I think that there should be some stipulations for that, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are asking that actor to change their life for a indeterminate amount of time. And there should be compensation for that. But if you're just hiring Chris Pratt to shit out some Mario voice lines, he shouldn't be getting paid any more than an anime voice actor.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that he was already a big name to begin with, which is always a majority of the reason why like they always get celebrity voice actors for movies like that, because of the name that's attached to them, or like the reputation that is attached to their name. They would probably do a.
Go ahead.
I couldn't finish my thought. Don't worry.
Okay.
I literally could
The
not finish that
only,
thought.
like film actor, or in this case actress, that I really like remember and like to highlight is I want to say her name is Emily Rudd, the woman who plays Nami in the live action One Piece. Also played Marcel in the Netflix dub for Delicious in Dungeon, and she did a fantastic job as Marcel. Very different from her performance as Nami, like unrecognizable until I found out. You know, like great job. Would not mind seeing her in more stuff. But I also don't know how big an actress she is in general, so that might just be like, oh, she's been in live action movies, therefore she must be famous, which isn't necessarily true.
Yeah. Yo, what up, guys? It's me, Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog voicing Darth Vader, or like a new Sith Lord in like the next Star Wars movie.
Monkey D. Luffy, I would like to join your crew.
For some reason, I saw that voice coming out of like Chopper's mouth. Don't ask me why. It just fits.
Don't call me cute, you idiot.
The Muppets One Piece.
They are taking the live action cast and they are making a Lego One Piece, which is going to be amazing. And it's being framed as like one of Usopp's tall tales. I'm like, that is perfect for that aesthetic. It's like literally called like Captain Usopp and his crew or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for it.
Let's see, CPU AMD Ryzen 9950X 3D. Oh, that's the same CPU that I have. CPU Asus Prime LC 360 RGB.
You know, something that I think would have nerds on the internet going fucking wild is One Piece Puppet Pals.
Motherboard Asus Prime X870P Wi-Fi, RAM Kingstar B-Stars, SSD Samsung, GPU 390 EVGA, PSU ASM Asus TUF 1200 Gold tier. Not bad.
I feel like that RAM should be called Kingston Furry Beast.
Traveling across the big blue wet thing to find the wet. God. I don't know what it is about big blue wet thing that just made me feel dirty all of a sudden.
Damn, what if the One Piece was finding out that the world is flat?
One flat earthers have a reason to live now. I jumped too early. Why'd I do that?
I saw you.
This is where I fall
Rude.
apart, chat.
There's a guy with a gadget skin who's just called Bubba.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I find that hard to take seriously. I think it's also really funny that they gave a canonical name to one of the 3, like, quote-unquote canonical created characters from Sonic Forces. The name feels correct, but it's still weird to me. Ew.
Bubba, you bitch!
Oh my god, trying to keep pace with a couple of fucking shadows and their goddamn invincibility. Oh, that guy fucked himself.
I saw that.
He attacked me, and that completely cost him all his speed.
Yippee! I swear to God, that's been like my brain rot for months. Just the whole yippee! I know that I know that Luna has been like super into One Piece as of late. Although that's mostly because I'm pretty sure her and Saf have been watching the live action series for like a long time now. Ever since 2 weeks ago, I want to say.
I'm surprised they haven't finished it by now.
I'm pretty sure they could, were it not for the fact that Luna's like work schedule just kind of interferes with like her
Yeah.
personal life, like a lot, which honestly I just hope she can like do better for herself eventually, you know. Oh shit. Not that I'm saying she's like doing bad now, but like I do worry about her a lot. She works like ridiculously hard. And it kind of does show a bit.
I mean, finding a job with a decent work-life balance is a real struggle. Fortunately, that's not a liberty that a lot of people get to choose nowadays.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh my god, everywhere I went, someone was killing a samurai. Bye, Bubba.
There we go.
Well, it's nice when you go to the homepage of a website and it's like, you broke the website. It's like, I didn't even get to the website. What do you mean?
Why are you pinning this on me, bro?
Oh, you know what I don't like is seeing a close-up view of the cat shadow and realizing that that's just like a bodysuit and it's not actually like a fursuit.
Oh god, you're right.
The texture on that is actually really creepy. Because like that is the nice thing about the Mario costumes is that they're furry. You know, like they have the woolly texture from like Nintendo games of that era. Also, hold on. Blues.
Uh-huh.
You've seen the Star Fox trailer, right?
I have, yes.
What do you feel about the character designs?
At first, I was kind of against the photorealistic like appearance of a lot of the characters, but considering that was what they had wanted originally for like the first game, I can understand the effort that for that, or why they're trying to like go for that.
I think people are stupid and young, and stupid because they're young. Now,
that's an interesting point of view.
I have never been a big Star Fox person, but I had an old Nintendo poster on my wall of my bedroom for like the better part of... Give me that lead.
Okay. You couldn't even say please. The audacity of this punk motherfuckers.
Harry Potter on the audacity of this bitch. But yeah, like the original, was it the original Star Fox box art that had them as like Muppets?
I think.
Because I had that artwork as a poster from Nintendo Power on my wall for the better part of 15 years.
Yeah.
So like, I see people posting this thing and then posting like the cursed, like decrepit fox thing in response to that. I'm like, this is what Star Fox was supposed to look like. Are you high? Like, it's just a bunch of Smash Bros fans. You're like, oh, he doesn't look like my fucking Fox McCloud from my Final Destination. Ugh. I don't get it. It looks great. Now, to throw some real shade, here, let me fact check something first before I drop my joke here. Does that count?
I will, yeah. While I myself don't really seem to mind the like photorealistic approach that they're going for the characters, I would like to see them like experiment a little bit more for like the art style with Star Fox.
Well, not even the art style. So, like, the joke I was about to make is it's kind of a shame that the Star Fox franchise is Star Fox 64, and Star Fox, which is actually Star Fox 64. and then like 3 or 4 games that nobody likes. Because, like, people really don't like Star Fox Adventures. Nobody likes Star Fox Assault. Star Fox Command, which was like that DS multiplayer game. I don't even know if that was a real video game. I think that was just like a little like pack-in title or something. Star Fox Zero, most people didn't like it. So yeah, Star Fox is really just 2 games and now a remake of the second more popular game. And like, so what also happened here is I didn't realize that this direct happened. So Mod actually showed me a screenshot of Fox with like the cursed fox image after that, and I was making a joke that I think it's funny that Star Fox's parents are going to be remastering a game about a silly drum and bass bumblebee before he gets a new game from his step parents, because fucking Argonaut, the people who made the original Star Fox and Star Fox 2, have been teasing much like they released Croc recently, have been teasing a remaster of Buck Bumble, which is a similar, it's not direct movement, it is more of a flying sandbox action game, I guess. You're still in a mostly linear level, but you can explore it in various ways. It's similar to, I guess, more like a Ratchet and Clank, but you're always flying, right?
Yeah.
It's easy to see where the Star Fox DNA came from. And I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, I really want to play it so bad.
Also, Motor Slice's soundtrack is entirely drum and bass. It's so good.
You could, if you had started off with that, I would have started playing that game immediately.
Yeah, it's like I keep remembering all these things again as I'm playing this, and I'm making all these connections in my head. It's like, oh, this is just like this. Oh, it has this. Oh, it has this. Oh, it has this. Oh, it's like this too. It's like it's like a Matryoshka doll of like good shit. And I hope it doesn't go like underappreciated, because like there are definitely some like indie Metroidvanias like Pseudo Regalia, the like Goat Girl Metroidvania got a lot of attention from like YouTube people and whatnot. I feel like this isn't a game that deserves that level of attention, but I don't know if it's going to get it, unfortunately. It's just a feeling that I have.
Only time will tell, hopefully, that will be the case. Personally, I like the art style. I'm excited for it, but I'm afraid I won't get $50 worth of fun out of it. I can understand, considering it's, from what I'm understanding, it's like, again, it's being pitched as a remake of like 64, because Lord knows we haven't been used to that already.
This wish it was also available on the Switch. And
Yeah.
it was Switch 2 exclusive, because I don't... Apart from the VTuber Fox McCloud stuff, I don't feel like it's really pushing... Like, as long as you can make it run at a consistent 30 frames per second, I would play that on the Switch.
It would also just be really refreshing to have like the antagonist be anything aside from like Andros for like the 800th time already.
Oh, again, like, Star Fox is just 2 games and then a bunch of spin-offs that nobody likes. Because, like, nobody's been able to make a sequel to Star Fox 64 that anyone can agree on is Star Fox 3. You know?
That is true.
And, like, don't get me wrong, those games have their fans. Like, oh, Star Fox Adventures is coming to the GameCube selection, right?
I think so, yeah.
I saw that for the end of the trailer, and I wasn't listening with audio, but I assume that's the case. But like Star Fox Assault was made by Namco, so that's like kind of a different thing, and Star Fox Zero is made by Platinum, so that's kind of a Platinum isn't as good as it used to be. The DS game, like I said, I don't know if that even counts. Like. It really is. It really feels like Star Fox is just 2 games and a remake of one of those games.
I guess they just capitalized a tad too much on the nostalgia factor of 64, and I think that's why they're pushing for this remake.
Yeah, and again, I'm not including Star Fox 2 because the only way you can play that is through a limited time mini console. I don't think they ever released Star Fox 2 on the Virtual Console or NSO, did they?
No, they did not. It was only ever
Well,
exclusive to the mini SNES, I think.
Maybe the NSO. I just ignore the NSO because you can't buy games on it.
Yeah, because I would like to own it, you know, but they're just gonna make it very
Same.
difficult.
It annoys me that they released Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then nothing else. That should have been like a mic drop of like, hey, let's see how this goes. Oh, it tops the charts. Well, guess what? Now you can buy any game you want off of Nintendo Switch Online for a probably a steep fee. Like they would probably charge at least $10 per game. Let's be honest here. But to own a game, I'd pay that.
Yeah. If I can own it, then that's great. I don't really care for the price.
Right now, I have more spite directed at Sony, who, as of mid-April, put like a 30-day timer on any new purchases without telling anybody what it meant, and then they had to tell people like half a month later, oh, this is to cut down on people like claiming refunds and then like playing the game on a like a cracked console.
That's stupid.
And it's like, oh, so it's basically a 30-day like license timer to make sure that you outlast the refund policy.
That's
before you're allowed
stupid.
to play it offline. But like the way that they addressed it, it seemed like it was going to be a 30-day check-in, where if you weren't able to connect to the PlayStation Network within 30 days, you just wouldn't be able to play that game anymore. And it's just like, what the fuck is this? And it's like, if you're going to do that, tell people and tell the reason for it. Don't wait like half a month when your PR has fucking gone in the toilet. Like, what did you think people were going to say when they saw that? Did, like, the Sony marketing people not use social media or something? I don't get it, man.
If they were just a bit more forward and open with their customers, they would be a lot less pissed off people, but considering they don't really listen, then that's on them, I guess.
And like, ideally, you could have even like mentioned that before you started doing this. Like, yeah, announcing it with the update still would have sucked, but you know.
Ah, rough. Ninth place.
Cool. Okay, Nintendo Classics. Super Nintendo. Star Fox 2 is on Nintendo Switch Online. So there you go. You know what? As much as I hate the Nintendo Switch Online, good on you, Nintendo, for not restricting that to your fucking mini console.
Yeah, because
Wish I could say. Wish
I'm
I
pretty
could
sure
say the
one
same
people
about
wanted it.
Earthworm Jim and fucking Mickey Mouse World of Illusion, which is, in my opinion, better than Castle of Illusion, but it's Castle of Illusion that keeps getting goddamn remakes. It's got like 2 remakes. We also never got the Mickey Mouse costume games like the Carnival one. That game was so good. It was made by Capcom, I think.
yes, it was. It was during that time where like Capcom had like the Midas touch for like a lot of the games.
For some reason, Disney kept letting them work on stuff. It's just still weird, honestly. Like, we got the like, it's possible we might get them because there was the Disney Afternoon collection. I'm just waiting for a collection of like the original Castle of Illusion, World of Illusion, and all the Costume Quest, whatever games. That would be awesome. Slap on some online co-op. Even split screen with remote play would probably be acceptable, but like online would be even better.
Yeah, it would be.
But yeah, the fact that you know, the weird thing about Earthworm Jim on Nintendo Switch Online is if you play the first Earthworm Jim, it's the Sega Genesis version. If you play the and that's because there's an extra level that was exclusive to the Genesis because of performance reasons. So if anyone ever talks shit about blast processing, it at least paid off in that case. Haha. But then the Earthworm Jim 2 version on Nintendo Switch Online is the SNES version. But if you're like me and you have nostalgia for the Sega Genesis soundtrack, the only other way you can play Earthworm Jim right now is through the DOS versions through Steam or Good Old Games, which they might function, but you have CD audio, which is not the same as the Sega Genesis soundtrack. And it's the same problem with the Xbox Live Arcade version. You get the CD tracks, and there's also kind of a mediocre port from Gameloft that added dead memes like Keyboard Cat as like an optional boss. So yeah, Earthworm Jim is also in a weird space.
Oh, Earthworm Jim.
But the fact that Wild Arms 4 came out for PlayStation Classics recently has given me some hope, because like it's been a long time since we had a PlayStation Classic title that really interested me.
If Star Fox 64 gets one more remake, it'll be the last. It'll be the Last of Us for number of remasters.
Turns out that the name was not based on the console it released for, but the number of remakes it'll have.
Sounds about right.
Instead of Captain Crunch, it's Captain McCloud. Oops! All Star Fox 64. I mean, to be fair, it is a great game. It is the best one. I'm not going to argue with that fact. But it does suck that no one's been able to make a better one. Because, like, Metroid has come back. Like, what other like beloved Smash Bros. Franchises haven't really made a return?
F-Zero.
Well, again, time limited, but there was F-Zero 100 or whatever.
F-Zero barrel rolling in its grave. Barrel rolling and spinning out of control.
And you can't... didn't they release GX on Nintendo Switch Online?
I might have to fact check that, but I think that that was the case, yeah.
I'll do it for you. It's no problem.
Anyway, that's gonna have to be the last one, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm being told that I need to keep it down for the time being.
Damn.
I looked at an article, by the way. PlayStation people who bought games from them in the past few years can get a settlement, and I'm pretty sure I and Minty qualify. I mean, how big is the settlement that you're going to be getting?
Yes, F-Zero GX is on Nintendo Switch Online. It was added almost exactly a year ago, June 5th of last year.
Oh.
So there you go.
All right. Ow! I gotta start putting things away now. But I still have other commissions to work on. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna start working on commissions tomorrow before stream because I'm so burnt out from like editing and shit that I gotta stop. I am unsure. I am actually unsure if I'm even gonna claim. Well, I'm pretty sure you would also need a bank account in order to like claim any settlement check, any settlement of any kind.
Also, if you're talking about the thing that I was talking about, again, people might have jumped the gun there and didn't really understand what they were filing a suit for. Because again, it's basically just a 30-day, like, make sure you're not refunding the game or else we revoke the license to make sure that people aren't like downloading the file. Because like the way it works is when you refund a game, the file doesn't get removed from your PS4. So it's, or your PS5, it's still on there. And if you have a cracked console, then you can run the official files without having to install anything suspicious on your console. But you'd still get your money back through the refund. So that's what they're cracking down on. And like, again, I think it's fine now that they've explained what it is. But the fact that they did that with no explanation and just assumed that people would be okay with that is ridiculous to me.
No kidding.
Especially since these were the people who, when Xbox was trying to do their like always on game registration to like cut down on used game sales, like Sony was like, here's how you can share games on the PlayStation 4, and they just hand like a box over to the other guy. It's like, here, now you can play this game. Wow. and it was just really ironic that they then did this out of nowhere. But like, again, that's the problem with a lack of competition now that like Xbox is more or less exiting the market. That Sony's going to be able to get away with a lot of nonsense because Sony and Nintendo are not really competing with each other. They are targeting different demographics.
I don't know about that last part about Xbox actually. I know that they are actually like, I know that the CEO has made a few changes and said that they're actually not like scratching out the gaming division of their brand anymore. It's not even just going to be like Microsoft Gaming anymore. It's literally just going to be called Xbox now. Like I saw like a whole bunch of changes being made towards like its branding and everything.
They're also no longer making Copilot for consoles and whatnot.
Thank fuck.
Again, like, so that was going to be their main draw of the Helix. At least most people assumed that would be the case.
Yeah.
So then now we have the question is, well, then what is the draw? Because it sounds like you're just making a Steam machine that is Microsoft branded. And well, people don't want a box that runs Windows. People want a box that's going to run Linux so that they can install a bunch of things. It's going to be a hard sell to get people to buy a Helix box over a Steam machine, I feel.
Yeah.
So I like when to be clear, when I say that they are kind of phasing out, I don't mean that they are actually giving up. I just feel that they are making choices that are antithetical to success, and they are forcing themselves out of the market in their hubris. And even though they've canceled the things that people were like most worried about, like all the AI stuff, I don't think realistically that's enough to sway people, or get people to even believe that they are on the level or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be years away. Like, there's not much point worrying about it now.
Yeah. All we can really operate on is what they decided to like announce to the public.
The reality is Xbox isn't relevant currently, and they need to A, become relevant again, and then B, maintain that relevancy with whatever their next platform is.
Yeah.
And not only will they be competing with Sony, but they are now going to be competing with Steam. And I don't think you can compete with Steam. So the fact that Sony has actively pulled away from PC releases sucks from a consumer perspective, but for Sony's brand, it's actually quite good, because if you want Sony games, you're going to go with Sony. But also, guess what? Sony doesn't have that kind of brand, whereas Nintendo does. The number of people that have a Switch 2 and a computer probably far outweighs the number of people that have a computer and a PS5. Let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, at this point, I'm rambling about a whole bunch of what ifs, and podcast time is over. Blues needs to go to digital bed.
Well, not even just that. My sibling is asking me to help set up with their Series X. Apparently.
Right now?
Yeah. Apparently, they really want to get it set up so they have like all the time in the world to like fuddle around with it tomorrow. And it's whatever at this point.
Blues, is the Xbox in the room with you right now? If you're in danger, blink twice.
It's in my sibling's room, to be accurate. which is great, because now I can finally use the TV downstairs, if that were the case.
Right.
I can finally catch up on a lot of shows that I've been meaning to like look around it, or like start watching rather.
Oh no. Xbox activating execution mode.
Microsoft, no!
Drink verification can or perish.
But yeah, thanks for palling around with me tonight, actually.
Always, buddy. It's always a good time.
Yeah, I might do something like this next week, but like with Crossworlds, if anything. That is another game I should probably be playing more often, since it was gifted to me.
Yeah. No, I mean, you could always do some world matches, because like I think for the most part you've probably been signing in to do festivals, and in my experience, signing in just to do festivals is a quick way to get real tired of that game.
Yeah, I've noticed. I did that with the Mega Man Festival. all that for a Blue Flash title.
Yeah, which isn't even like I think what anyone wanted. Because like it should have been the Blue Blur or Blue Bomber. Like, why Flashman? Why is he getting play? Like, I know that's one of the popular songs, but I don't think they even added that to the jukebox.
No, if anything, if anything, they should have added Metal Man's theme. I feel like that's the more or maybe more popular track in my opinion.
Anything from Mega Man 2, Metal Man, Crash Man, Flashman, what was Galaxy Man from Mega Man 9? All bangers.
I think. You say you're a Mega Man fan, but you can't name a song outside of Wily Castle 1 from Mega Man 2. Hey, now. You mean the one song that so many electronic artists that I know of fucking remix every so often? Myself included?
I mean, Okusenman, right?
Oh, God. But yeah, I'm going to sign off for now and get some things out of the way. Is there anything you want to say to my own chat before I like, inevitably sign off?
Keep chatting, don't be blue, because that means you're sad, unless you're Digital-Bluez, because he's cool.
No, because that just means I'm eternally sad now. It's part of my branding.
Okay, Hulk. Is the Blue Hulk always sad? Is that how that works?
I think you might be thinking of Claw. Literally, that's his name, just Claw. He's the depressed Hulk.
Okay. I mean, to be fair, Beast is pretty sad all the time.
I mean, boy can't even see his girl without like mutant haters like tracking his every movement. So,
damn. Truly relatable to the modern age.
If I couldn't see my girlfriend or partner or whatever, just because of a few like, I want to say xenophobes, just to like make it a huge blanket term, I'd be depressed all day too.
Well,
Let's
to
be
be
real.
fair, you did have to rebrand from being an AI VTuber to a digital human VTuber. So your story is
Yeah.
not too far off.
Yeah, thanks, tech bros, you fucks.
Imagine having to change your branding due to Skynet. Like, oof.
I hate that. Oh god. But yeah,
All right. I'm gonna let you wrap up, buddy. Take care. Good hanging with you. Sleep well. Get
I'll
some
try,
good
but I
rest.
make no promises.
Try to figure out your work-life balance, and good luck with that. Bye.
See ya. God damn it. All right. For those of you who don't, for those of you who need a refresher on who it was that was with me tonight, there you go. Do consider following this gentleman. Very, very passionate about video games, as you had seen throughout the entire night. Good person to have a discussion with regarding video games. So please do consider following this gentleman. Look, Mom, on TV. So here's something that I should probably also mention regarding Fan Art Fridays tomorrow. You guys are often, like more often or not, used to like see me draw fan art of VTubers specifically on Fan Art Fridays. I'm actually gonna mix it up a bit. The person I'm going to be drawing fan art for is of a specific idol group here in Ontario. You might know who this idol group is. I've been talking about them a lot ever since my first year as a VTuber. In fact, many of their members of this particular group are VTubers themselves. If you've been around, if you have been around during my first year, if you know who they are, then you probably know who I'm going to be drawing. If not, then the only thing you can do is to just basically tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST as always, and you'll know who it is that I'm drawing tonight or tomorrow night. Before I end things off, however, Thomas, I'm not sure if you're still there, but thank you so much for the follow, as well as Edelian1. I probably screwed that up. I'm so sorry. But yeah, also thanks to everybody who has been just playing, just hanging out with me in general nowadays. But you know the drill at this point, though, chat. Here's the community server if you'd like to be a part of the playlist, as I like to call it. I still haven't found a proper name to call you guys, because you know, Calliope Mori has her deadbeats. I still have to come up with like a fan club name or some sort for my own crew. But if you're not a big fan of using Discord, here's all the other social media platforms you can follow me on. I am also available for commissions on VGen. If you need music, emotes, if you need your video, if you need your clips edited, or if there's anything else you would like me to work on, reach out to me on VGen and I will gladly work with you from there. And finally, there is Throne. I have absolutely no idea what I should be putting on Throne, but if you have any suggestions, I'm more than willing to put it on there. Don't mind the fact that there is a Switch 2 listed on my Throne. I don't expect that thing to be fully funded. If anything. Put VR. I would like to. The only problem is I don't have space in my room for VR. I don't even know if I could, but if you have any recommendations for a good headset, let me know then, I guess. But yeah, thanks to everybody who has been chilling out with me tonight. We'll do the age-old thing that we don't normally do after the end of a stream and find someone to raid. Who in the world do we raid out to is the bigger question here. Put VR. I like Bluezets over Blueberrians. If I have to call you guys blueberries, that's on you. I don't want to call you that. No way in hell I'm going to call any of you that. That's weird. Who do we want to raid into here today? Actually, who's playing Sonic Rumble Party that we should... You know what? Do you guys want to raid into like someone else who is also playing the game? Let's do that. Let's see if there's any. Let's see which VTuber I can raid into. That we can properly say hello to. I am biking. Biking? Yeah, let's see who we can raid into today. Whether or not that they are generally... Oh, okay, let's raid into this person, yeah. Looks like they're just, they just started out as a streamer. Their name is Caffeinated Dog. I'm not quite sure if they're supposed to be a poodle or something like that, but their PNG's adorable. We gotta say hi, chat. We gotta say hi. Let's go say hi to a new person called Caffeinated Dog. Alright, now let me come up with a clever raid message. It looks like they're a fairly new streamer too. They've only got like 4 followers at the moment. So what do you say? So what do you say, chat? We give them a little bit of a surprise. Let's surprise them. Let's get them to affiliate in one night. I don't know if we have the capability of doing that, but we can certainly try. So this raid message has to be also very, very friendly because it looks like they are fairly new to streaming. So let's be nice to them. We're a bunch of blue blur raiders speeding by to say hi to a cool dog. I don't know. I was trying to be funny, but I'd rather we just be very polite. That sounds about right. Here's the raid message for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, and for those of you who are not subscribed, however, don't sweat it. Here is your raid message. Once again, chat, thanks again to everybody who came by to tonight's stream, as always. But whether or not you are here vibing alongside me, or if you're just lurking in the background while I demonstrate my very clear incompetence in video games, or if I'm drawing something really cool, or composing something really cool for you to look at or listen to. For the past 4 years, chat, it has meant the absolute world to me. Thank you so much to everybody who has been showing their support to this Digital Doofus for a total of 4 years at this point. I can't believe I'm almost there doing this for 5 years. But I'm just happy to do this for everybody here, and I hope I get to do this for as many more years to come for all of you. In the meantime, though, chat, as always, you know the drill at this point. Stay safe, wear your masks, keep your shots up to date, stay nourished, healthy, as well as hydrated. Above all else, though, chat, don't let anyone try to ruin your vibes, because you guys are one of the greatest people to ever exist on the face of this planet Earth. And I honestly could not have asked for a better community other than what I've been able to gather thus far in the 4 years that I have been a VTuber. So, from the bottom of this Digital Doofus's heart, thank you so much to every single one of you. But until then, take care everybody, and I'll see you all again tomorrow at 7 PM EST as I draw a idol, I'm not going to say who, for Fan Art Fridays. You take care, alright? This is Digital-Bluez, signing off. Goodbye!